things you love to do just got a lot easier. Because now in Illinois, you no longer need a prescription to start physical therapy. At Athletico, our physical therapists help people overcome pain and discomfort. Schedule a free assessment at Athletico and start feeling better today. And keep on doing the things you love to do. Athletico Physical Therapy. Better for every body.
Welcome to the 2019 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships. The final day, Sunday evening finals. I am Jay Pfeiffer. We are broadcasting live on YouTube at the Lake Central Aquatic Center at the Lake Central High School in St. John, Indiana. We are wrapping up a wonderful 4 days of competition. Let me run down some of the action for you really quick before I throw it down to the public address announcer and the national anthem. We will start with the girls and boys, 11 and 12-year-olds, the 50 backstroke. Then we'll go to the 13 and 14-year-olds, the girls and boys, the 200 backstroke. We will have a break. Then we have the girls and boys, 11 and 12, 200 IM. The 13 and 14-year-olds, the 500-yard freestyle. And we will break and go to the 11 and 12-year-olds, the 50 breaststroke. And the girls and boys, 100 breaststroke. We'll have another break. Then we'll have the 11 and 12-year-olds for the 50 free. The 13 and 14-year-olds for the 50 free. We'll have the 11 and 12 girls and boys for the 200 butterfly. We will have our last break of the evening and conclude action with the girls and boys 11 and 12-year-old freestyle relay, as long with the 13 and 14-year-olds, their freestyle relay. So again, before I get it to the public address announcer, I want to recognize a few sponsors here at the 2019 Illinois Age Group Championships: Speedo, Oceans Apparel, and Athletico for not only providing great gear, but a lot of other services for these incredibly young athletes. I also want to thank Miss Pam Lowenthal, Operations Manager for Illinois Swimming. I also want to thank our volunteers, parents, and other support staff that not only do things from feed us to lodge us and bring us snacks for not only the athletes and this production crew, so we can stay fresh and bring you a great webcast. Once again, this is day 4, the final day, Sunday finals, and we will throw it down now to the pool deck to get things started with our national anthem.
Evening, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday night finals edition of the 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships. At this time, I ask that you please stand, remove your hats, direct your attention to the far wall for the playing of our national anthem.
A nice rendition of the Star Spangled Banner will kick off these finals. It is the final day for the 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships. We are getting right into the action here.
Girls 11,
it
12,
is event number 81.
Backstroke.
It is the girls 11 and 12-year-olds, their 50 backstroke.
Oh, the results. That's he sheet. Take that.
Yeah, you didn't bring another one?
I got this. I thought this was a.
No. Okay, event number 81, the girls 11 and 12-year-old, their 50-yard backstroke. Let me give you those lane assignments. Lane 1 is Christine Jimenez. Lane 2, Elise Doman. Lane 3, Anna Bouverie. Aubrey Korzeniewski is in lane 4. Grace Chin in lane 5. Amelia Mariano in lane 6. Anya Pytel in lane 7. Natalie Sierzanowski is in lane 8. Fiona Hawk in lane 9. And Odessa Wynn is in lane 10 at the top of your screen. Once again, this is the B final. Girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke. The Illinois record in this event is a 26.48, set in 2014 by Athena Yee, and the meet record is a 26.79, set in 2013 by Emily Ryan. As these young girls are ready to go, 11 and 12-year-olds 50-yard backstroke, it is the B final.
And it's lane 3. I'm sorry, that's lane 4. Got out to a great start. That's Aubrey Korzeniewski from BDSC Blue Devils. And great dolphin work, but it's lane 5 now pulling to the lead, and that's Grace Chin from Chicago Wolfpack Aquatic Club.
Yeah, this is a sprint, so one turn and back and to the wall they go. Who will get there first? It is Aubrey Korzeniewski from the Blue Devils with a 29.27 time as we now move down to the pool deck. Heat number 2, the 8 final for the girls, 11 and 12-year-olds, their 50-yard backstroke.
In our A final of event 81, girls 11, 12, 50 backstroke. In lane 1 from Freeport, Maya Matthews. In 2 from Palatine, Vera Connick. In 3, Wolfpack's Isabella Chow. 4, Glenbrook, Sophia Semensky. 5, Wolfpack's Jessica Kerpakis. 6, Midway's Elizabeth Euler. 7, Palatine's Eugene Shin. 8, Wolfpack's Brooke Monarchy. 9, from Cats, Sophia Tijonellis. And in 10, NASA Wildcats, Megan Marquardt.
Once again, this is the A final, girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke.
Jessica Kerpakis from Chicago Wolfpack in the center lane had the fastest time coming out of the preliminaries.
27.78 was that seed time for Jessica Kerpakis.
And the reason she had the fastest seat time, one of the reasons is she has the best dolphin work. She has the longest dolphin kicks and the fastest, gets that early lead. Watch as she pushes off deep, as does Elizabeth Euler in lane 6 from Midway, but it is Jessica Kerpakis with that great underwater dolphin work and the fast hands. But watch out for Elizabeth Euler coming up beside her. It's going to both reach for the wall simultaneously. But Jessica Karpikis does from Chicago Wolfpack, 27.39, just edging out Elizabeth Euler by 13 100ths of a second.
Yeah, great swim, and congratulations to Jessica Karpikis. We are going to move right along here. We are in event 82 now. It's the boys' turn, the 11 and 12-year-olds. Their 50-yard backstroke, give you those lane assignments. Anthony Rokowski in lane 1. Zyman Miskowski in lane 2. Josiah Hoffman is in lane 3. Jack Roten in lane 4. Cameron Sensulo in lane 5. Ryan Emmons is in lane 6. Olin Kuzevskis is in lane 7. Alex Drabchak is in lane 8. Alexander Arsic is in lane 9. And Rayburn Cole is at the top of your screen in lane 10. Illinois record here is 25.89, set in 2016 by Andrew Lynn. The meet record is a 25.9, set by Colton Stogner in 2013. And off the wall they are. Once again, this is the B final, boys 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke.
Lane 4, Jack Rutten. Sorry, lane 4, Jack Rutten got off to the early start, but now it looks like lane 6 and 7, Ryan Emmons from Fox.
Yeah,
but lane 3 also making a quick charge to the wall, Josiah Hoffman. But
it is Alex Drabchak from Patriot Aquatic in lane 8. He's going to touch first with a 28.96. Ryan Emmons from Fox Valley with a 29.33. He's going to touch second as we move it down now to the pool deck and our announcer for the A final.
Here in our A final of boys 11-12-50 backstroke. In lane 1 from Wheaton, Joshua Bay. In 2 from Fox, Arpan Dar. In 3, Wheaton's Ruben Stakovicius. 4 from Riptides, Noah Aguado. 5, Wheaton's Jonathan Wang. 6 from West Chicago, Brady Johnson. 7 from Bullets, Andrew Spencer. 8 from Hinsdale, Xavier Sohovich. 9, Nassau Wildcats, Gavin Stiglitz. And 10, Swift Aquatics, Dragos Kuzma.
Again, this is the A final, boys 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke.
Jonathan Wang, Wheaton Swim Club, 26.65 this morning, just a half a second off the meet record, 7/10 off the meet record held by Colton Stogner, 2013 of a 25.90. 25.89, just 1/100 second faster is Andrew Lynn with the actual state record. Nice breakout there in lane 5 by Jonathan Wang, but Brady Johnson from West Chicago also out quick, as well as lane 4, Noah Aguado. And it's Noah Aguado with the early lead, but Jonathan Wang, really good tempo. You got 3 guys all right there. They're going to all dive for the wall.
It's going to be Brady Johnson in lane 6 from the West Chicago Sharks. He's touching the wall first in his A final with a 26.57. Congratulations, Brady.
Less than a quarter of a second separate the top 3 swimmers in that field. That shows you how tight these 50s typically are.
Event number 83 now. It's the girls' turn, the 13 and 14-year-olds going to the 200-yard backstroke. I'll give you those lane assignments. From the Palatine Park District, it is Samantha Borey in lane 1. Academy Bullets is in lane 2. That's Katie O'Connell. St. Charles is in lane 3. That is Catherine Wolf. Piperwood Prince from the Wolf Pack is in lane 4. Annabelle Olivo is in lane 5 from Fox Valley Park. West Swim Club is in lane 6. That's Katarina Schneider. Express Swim Team is in lane 7. That's Haley Wope. Ella Schrader is lane 8 from Delta. Megan Ng is in lane 9 from Fox Valley Park. And at the top of your screen in lane 10 is Amanda Ng from Lifetime.
And as these swimmers go, this is a race you want to build up a little bit, so you have to be careful on this first 50. Lane 5, Annabelle Olivio from Tide. It looks like it has a comfortable tempo going and is out with the leaders.
29.28, Annabelle Olivo in lane 5 on that first 50-yard split.
And right behind her is Catherine Wolf from St. Charles Swim Team in lane 3. And Catherine Wolf looks to be inching forward into the lead, and right below her, Katie O'Connell is right there also from Academy Bullet Swim Club. Lane 10 at the top of your screen, Amanda Ng from Lifetime Fitness also challenging the leaders. Annabelle
Olivo with some great underwater work, but like you said, Catherine Wolf in lane 3 is right with that front group. As we approach the halfway point, that is a 31.84. That's lane 9, Megan Ng with the fastest split time.
But yeah, that's true. Amanda Ng touches first. Katie O'Connell from Academy Bullets is right behind her. Katie O'Connell looks like she's starting to take the lead. And it looks like Katie O'Connell and Annabelle Olivio heading into the on this middle of this third 50.
Katie O'Connell, lane 2 at the bottom of your screen from Academy Bullets, trying to bring this thing home. Under the flags they go. It will be Katie O'Connell. Let's check that time. 32.51, touching first.
Fastest split by a half a second in the field. Katie looks very, very strong right now, keeping the hands moving.
Now, Bill, I'm looking at her lane placement a little bit on the outside. Do you think that'll play a factor in the finish?
No, she's staying right on that. She's staying in that half of the lane, so as long as she doesn't drift too much, you don't want to go corner to corner in your lane. You want to stay towards the middle. So I don't think that's going to be a factor. But watch Annabelle Olivio, lane 5, with a little bit of tempo coming in, but it is Katie O'Connell with a 206.37 winning this heat, besting her time from the morning of a 209.9. That time actually would have made it into the championship final, so our coaches may want to have a chat about that.
206.96, that was Katarina Schneider coming in second, as we will throw it now to the pool deck for the A final.
Reach Aquatics, Madison Dorn. In 2 from Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. 3 West, Kendall Pickering. 4 Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell. 5 Glenbrook, Michelle Kaner. 6 Bullets, Tegan Ozga. 7 Champagne, Angela Coe. 8 from St. Charles, Quinn Bike. 9 Byron's, Audrey Kilmer. And 10 from Patriot, Amelia Jedricka.
Once again, this is the A final, girls 13 and 14, 200-yard backstroke. Illinois record here is a 154.6. set by Grace Areola in 2014. The meet record is a 155.06 set in 2015 by Emily Ryan.
This morning we saw Michelle Kaner get out early in this race with Angela Coe. They were the 2 fastest splits in the morning, both out in 28 low. So that's what we're going to be looking for now.
Approaching that first turn, a good grouping. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 7 are right in that first group.
Yeah, Michelle Kaner really separated herself in the field this morning with a 29.9 second split. She was the only swimmer in this heat that was under 31 seconds on that second 50. And we look to here, now we're seeing her do the same thing tonight.
Yep, really 27.73 for Michelle Kaner.
Picking up that tempo also. And then if we look over a couple lanes from her, in lane 7 is Angela Coe. And in second place right now. So
that's also lane 4 as well, having a strong swim. Alexandra Mitchell from CWAC. 29.40 on that last turn for Michelle Kaner.
So Michelle Kaner is out about a second faster this morning, so she's really really trying to get after that. Meet record hanging out there at 1:58.06, so she may have an opportunity to get that. She's certainly out in 57. She wants to come back in about a minute to do that. Handful of girls all under a minute right now in the first 50, but it's really Michelle Kaner right now, and then up 2 lanes up from her is Angela Cole from Heat, and Angela Cole is right about a half a body length behind her.
30.47 on that 150 split, 127.6 for Michelle Kaner as she has about a body length lead approaching the 175 mark.
That was a great split. She needs to be a little bit faster than that on this last 50 to get the record. So if she goes another 30.4, I think she's just going to miss the record by a few hundred. So she wants to be, we're looking for 30.3 here to get that record, and she's all over that state record right now, state meet record.
Michelle Kaner touching that wall first with a 158.11. Angela Coe in lane 7 comes in second with a 2:00.99. And in third is Alexandra Mitchell from CWAC with a 2:01.52.
Yeah, we saw there Michelle Kaner came home in a 30.51. She really needed to be 30.41 basically is what she needed to get that record, 30.43. So great swim, just off the meet record. A great way to open up this 13 and 14 girls racing.
On to the boys now, event 84, the 13 and 14-year-old 200-yard backstroke. In lane 1, we'll have Jaden Gamilla from Maverick Swim Club. McGaw YMCA is in lane 2, that's Charlie Herrick. Academy Bullets is in lane 3, that's Ryan O'Connor. Dylan Rear is in lane 4 from Maverick. The Wolfpack is in lane 5, that's Jacob Galachinski. Sean Winter is in lane 6 from Academy Bullets. Palatine Park District is in lane 7, that's Toby Cotner. Braxton Bocos is in lane 8 from Academy Bullets. Jay Jenkins is in, Braxton Bocos is from Ultimate Swimming in lane 8. Jay Jenkins in lane 9 from Academy Bullets. And at the top of your screen, Stephen Del Bello from St. Charles Swim Team.
Yeah, swimming is definitely a family affair. We have Ryan O'Connor in lane 3. His sister Lauren just swam in the previous heat. So a lot of brothers and sister combinations and cousins and all sorts of things in the sport. So going out first is Jay Jenkins from Academy Bullets with a 28.17. Getting after it very, very quickly. 28.01, also Sean Wayner from Academy Bullets. So the two Bullets are trying to get out there quickly and establish a little bit of a lead and see if they can hold on.
Yeah, 3 Academy Bullets teammates in this B final. So not only racing against the field, but against their own teammates are a lot of these young athletes.
The next Sean Wayner is Jacob
Galachinski
from CWAC, starting to make a little bit of a move.
Next split at the halfway point, that is a 30.40, that's lane 7, Toby Cotner from PPD.
Yep, Sean still is still leading the race, but now you look at the tempo, the hand speed of Jacob Galinski, and he's definitely starting to pick it up. So we'll see if Sean can respond. So right now, this is Jacob Galinski from Chicago Wolfpack, Sean Wayner going stroke for stroke from Academy Bullet Swim Club, and
at the 150 mark. We are going to check those split times, and both swimmers touching just about the same time at 30.99 from Galachinski, 31.22 from Sean Winter.
Yeah, they're still going stroke for stroke. Sean's a little bit stronger on the other waters, but Jacob is definitely catching him on, through the tempo of the swimming. But Sean had a really nice 7th length there. Good dolphin kicks. Jacob, too, he comes up right behind him. So now they're just going to have to see who can, drive the energy. The legs are tired, and you just got to keep those hands moving as fast as you can. Sean looks really, really strong right here as he strokes into the finish. And
reaching for the wall, it will be Sean Winter in lane 6 coming in first with a 2:24 time. 2:88 is Jacob Galachinski in lane 5, and touching third is Toby Cotner. As we will move on now to the pool deck for our A final.
Here in the A final of boys 13-14 200 backstroke, in lane 1, Hinsdale's Luke Thorell. In 2, from Mundelein, Michael Waraki. 3, Champaign Y, Jake Regenwetter. 4, Sterling Stingrays, Riley Austin. 5, Patriot, Jaden Heinlein. 6, Wheaton's Dylan Bureau. 7, unattached, Brandon Johnson. 8, NASA Wildcats, Sean Sullivan. 9, from Cats, Jonathan Farber. And 10, Bloomington Normal Swim Club's Tyson Tucci.
Jaden Heinlein with the fastest split this morning. He's in lane 5 with a 1:54.67. About 3 seconds faster than his best time. And state record here is state record is 1:49.08 from Olympian Matt Grievers. And the state meet record is a 1:51.31 from Jared Simpson. Jared Simpson's from Fox, Matt Grievers from Lake Forest Swim Club.
I'm definitely expecting some fast times in this final as these young men approach their first turn. That is lanes 4 and 5. Jaden Heinlein from Patriot Aquatic, and that's Jaden Heinlein in lane 5. Austin Riley from, that is the Sterling Stingrays in lane 4.
Lane 8, Sean Sullivan is the fastest one out in 26.7. That was actually faster than anybody went out this morning. So he's definitely getting after a really quick pace, but the rest of the field has responded in kind. We see Dylan Burrow and from Wheaton and Jaden Heinlein from Pack. Those are the 2 in the center lane, so you expect them to respond. But it's a very, very tight race at the first 100 yards. Looks like it's going to be Dylan Burrow to touch first from Wheaton, and that is the case. He splits a 28.6.
28.85 is Dylan Burrow.
I'm sorry, 28.85, but he's in 55.8, correct.
28.93, though, in lane 5 is Jaden Heinlein.
Jaden Heinlein is right with him, stroke for stroke. Jaden Heinlein's a little bit stronger on the underwater pulls in lane 5, and underwater dolphin kicks, in lane 5. But it's still Dylan Burrow, and he's got some great tempo. But these two, they're going to turn together right here, and they turn right together within with a couple tenths of a second of each other.
29.08 for Jaden Heinlein, 29.53 for Dylan Burrow in lane 6.
And Jaden Heinlein has just found a totally new gear. His tempo is much, much faster than before. And Dylan Burrow with a really nice turn and breakout, but still not able to handle you look at the hand speed, the fast tempo of
Jaden Heinlein.
He is getting after this right now.
Reaching for that wall is Jaden Heinlein, 27.89 on that split, a 1:53.06. Coming in second is Dylan Burrow with a 1:54.61, and Austin Riley is coming in third with a 1:55.79. As I believe now, yes, we will take a break. We're going to have some awards. We'll pick it back up with event number 85, the girls and 11 to 12-year-olds, their 200-yard individual medley. We'll throw it down now to the pool deck for our awards.
Awards for event 81, girls 11-12-50 backstroke. In 10th place from Freeport, Maya Matthews. In 9th place from NASA Wildcat, Megan Marquardt. In 8th from Wolfpack, Brooke Monarchy. In 7th, Palatine's Vera Connick. In 6th, from Cats, Sophia Tijunelis. In 5th, Palatine's Eugene Shin. 4th, from Wolfpack, Isabella Chow. 7 from Glenbrook, Sophia Zamansky. 2nd, from Midway, Elizabeth Euler. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 11-12-50 Backstroke champion from Chicago Wolfpack, Jessica Kerpikis. Congratulations. Ninth from Wheaton, Joshua Bay. In eighth from Swift, Dragos Kozma. In seventh, NASA Wildcats, Gavin Stiglitz. In sixth from Hinsdale, Xavier Sohovich. In fifth from Bullets, Andrew Spencer. In fourth from Wheaton, Ruben Stakavicius. In third from Wheaton, Jonathan Wang. In second from Fox Valley Riptide, Noah Aguado. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12-50 Backstroke champion from West Chicago Sharks, Brady Johnson. Girls 13-14 200 backstroke. In 10th from Byron, Audrey Kilmer. In 9th from St. Charles, Quinn Bike. In 8th from Patriot, Amelia Jedricka. In 7th from Reach Aquatics, Madison Dorn. In 6th, Academy Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. In 5th from West, Kendall Pickering. 4th, Academy Bullets, Tegan Osga. 3rd from Chicago Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell. 2nd from Champaign Y, Angela Coe. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 13-14 200 backstroke champion from Glenbrook Swim Club, Michelle Kaner. Congratulations, ladies. awards for event 84, boys 13-14 200 backstroke. In 10th place from Bloomington Normal, Tyson Tucci. In 9th place, Mundeleins, Michael Wiraki. In 8th place from Cats, Jonathan Farber. In 7th, NASA Wildcats, Sean Sullivan. In 6th from Hinsdale, Luke Thorol. In 5th from Champaign Y, Jake Regenwetter. In 4th, swimming unattached, Brandon Johnson. In 3rd, Sterling Stingrays, Riley Austin. In 2nd, from Wheaton, Dylan Bureau. And your boys 13-14 200 backstroke champion from Patriot Aquatic Club, Jaden Heinlein. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Picking it right back up here. Final day, Sunday finals. 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships. Event number 85. This is the B final. For the girls, 11 to 12-year-old, 200-yard individual medley. I will give you those lane assignments. Starting in lane 1, at the bottom of your screen will be Elise Newlands from New Trier Aquatics. The Wolfpack in lane 2, that's Gabriella Valise. Springfield YMCA is in lane 3, that's Abigail Wheeler. Sophia Lynn is in lane 4 from Mundelein Mustangs. The McHenry Marlins are in lane 5, that's Avery Kleik. Jenna Hendrickson is in lane 6 from Wheaton Swim Club. New Trier Aquatics is represented once again, that is lane 7, and Joyce Yoon. Allison Straub is in lane 8 from Bloomington Normal. NASA Wildcat is in lane 9, that's Isabella Palmerio. And Bryn Kleik is in lane 10 from the McHenry Marlins.
Yeah, just 2 seconds separates this entire field, so I think we'll see some back and forth racing as we go from one stroke to another. Right now, it looks like it is in lane 8. It looks like Allison Straub from Bloomington Normal is out in the lead, and Gabriella Valise in lane 2 also having a strong butterfly leg.
Yeah, first 50 split for these young ladies is a 29 flat. That is Gabriella Valise in lane 2 from CWAC.
Backstroke's all about hand speed, and so you chances are you find the swimmer with the fastest hands. That's the swimmer that's taking the lead or it's moving up. And right now in lane 8, Allison Straub had a great butterfly leg and is adding another great backstroke leg to it. See how her breaststroke and freestyle fare. Still in lane 2, Gabriella Valise holding on to a small lead over Abigail Wheeler from Springfield Y.
Approaching the halfway point now. That's a 33.48 from Allison Straub.
Really nice pull out from Allison too. So breaststroke is obviously a stroke she's comfortable with, but I would anticipate that we'll start seeing the field come back to her a little bit. And again, keep going back down to gate lane 2, Gabriella Valise from Chicago Wolfpack, and also Abigail Wheeler in lane 3 from Springfield Y. They seem to be moving up a little bit.
Yep, but again, that was some good underwater work from Allison Straub. I actually lost place of her a little bit.
We did.
She was underwater for a few seconds there, Bill.
Yeah, and watch Jenna Hendrickson. She was the #1 seed in the morning, and she's got a really strong breaststroke leg. It looks like she has the fastest breaststroke leg of this field so far.
Yeah, 41.46 for Allison Straub on that last split. Not the fastest in the pool, though. That belongs to Sophia Lynn with a 40.52. As we are now moving to the freestyle leg. Again, this is the 200 IM.
Allison Straub with a comfortable lead, but some really big tempo from Jenna Hendrickson as she tries to mow her down. We also see, down in lane 2, we lost Gabriella Valise again, but there she is, and she's going to touch second. And Jenna Hendrickson from Wheaton Swim Club is third.
Allison Straub in lane 8. She comes in first with a 2:17.06. Now we'll throw it down to the pool deck and the pool announcer for our A final.
Here in our A final of girls 11-12 200 IM in lane 1, Palatine's Eugene Shin. In 2, Ultimate Swimming's Kalia Hughes. In 3, Wolfpack's Renee Tan. In 4, Glenbrook's Sophia Semensky. In 5, from Delta, Bridget McGann. In 6, from Ultimate Swimming, Burlington Bocas. In 7, Swift Aquatics, Isabella Rosenbergus. 8, Glenbrook's Rachel Kravtsov. 9, Bullet, Sadie Murphy. And 10, from Fox, Ruhi Chetan.
All right, A final for the girls, 11 and 12-year-old 200-yard IM.
Grace McGann from Delta Aquatics had the fastest time this morning. Also had the fastest butterfly split with Burlington Bocos right behind her. They both went out in 27 mid. And not to disappoint, Bridget McGann is out really, really quick, as is Isabella Rosenbergus from Swift Aquatics.
Yeah, great underwater work from Bridget McGann. That's how she's built that lead coming up to the first 50 split. We will give you those split times. Bridget McGann's touching first with a 26.86. Right and behind her, Burlington Bocos with a 27.56.
All these girls are out faster than they were this morning. Watch Bridget McGann here, backstroke, nice quick hands, nice easy speed. But so does Burlington Bocos. She's a really fine backstroker too, and she's holding her own. Right next to Burlington Bocos again is Isabel Rosenbergus from Swift Aquatics. Burlington Bocos is from Ultimate Swimming. But it's still the Bridget McGann show as we head into the breaststroke leg.
Yep. Coming up at the halfway point, it is a 32.18, 59.04 for Bridget McGann. But let's keep an eye on lane 4 as they go to the breaststroke now. That was Sophia Zamansky with a 32.02 split time.
Yep. And but boy, I'll tell you, Bridget McGann, I mean, she's got all 4 strokes, it looks like, as her breaststroke looks fantastic also. And again, so does Burlington Bocos. We've seen a lot of both of these girls this weekend. And Burlington Bocos is looking very strong. And as you mentioned in lane 4, we're seeing Sophia Samansky. Again, these are all names we've been talking about all weekend. So if you've been paying attention, listen to us, you know what we're talking about. Kalia Hughes in lane 2 starting to make a move also.
36.02 on that last 50 yards for Bridget McGann, 135.06 out, Bill.
That split is almost 2 seconds faster than she went earlier, and she is right now challenging for the state record of 206.59 by Grace Areola. She needs to come back in a 30-point, but that is not out of the realm of possibilities. So she's 205.0. She needs a 30.5 to break the record.
Another standout of these 2019 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships is Bridget McGann from Delta. She's going to touch the wall first with a 204.51, and that is a new Illinois and meet record.
6 seconds faster than this morning's swim, 7 seconds actually faster than the morning swim. 29.4. I would have been surprised if she came home over 30 the way she was swimming that race.
Burlington Bocos will touch second, and Sophia Zamansky will touch third. As we're moving right along, this is event number 86 now. It's the boys' turn, the 11 and 12-year-olds. Their 200-yard IM. It's the B final. I'll give you those lane assignments. Starting at the bottom of your screen from the Wolfpack in lane 1, it is Matthew Mingmong. Carson Converse in lane 2. That's a great name, by the way, from Fox Valley Park. John Howaniak is in lane 3 from Palos Orland. Chicago Park District is in lane 4. That is Emmanuel Cisneros. Henry Chin is in lane 5 from Glenbrook. Fox Valley Swim is in lane 6. That's Kian Lamb. Eric Wang is in lane 7 from Hinsdale Swim Club. From Waves Bloomington, we have Thanapat Misakasavaki in lane 8. Alexander Verdette is in lane 9 from Palatine Park District. And at the top of your screen in lane 10 is Joshua Bay from the Wheaton Swim Club.
And Henry Chen from Glenbrook Swim had the fastest swim of the morning with a 2:18, but it is a very, very competitive field. And right now we see from Fox, we see Kian Lamb getting out to an early lead, but also look at lane 9, Palatine Park District. That's Alexander Verdette.
Coming up on the first 50 yards here.
And it is Alexander Verdette. Oh, they both actually touch right with each other.
29.87 for Kian Lamb, 29.95 for Alexander Verdette.
Kian Lamb with really nice tempo, but we look down here in lane number 3, and we see John Howaniak starting to make a move. But up in lane 9, it's Alexander Verdette really getting after the backstroke leg right now, and it looks like he's going to have the fastest split and will take over the lead.
Yeah, but Bill just said that is lane 3, John Hwaniak. Fast hands from Palos Orland. He's also right in that first group. I think he's going to touch first.
They literally touch together within a couple of tenths of each other, and up in lane 10 also. But
that's a 33.61 for John Hwaniak in lane 3.
And breaststroke it's a little bit different stroke than all the others. You're a lot of underwater recoveries and things like that, so it's a little bit different. So you'll see swimmers that are really good at flying back and just not as strong in breaststroke. And here we see now the field is really bunching up. Alexander Verdette is hanging on to the lead, but if you look in lane 5 now, we've got Henry Chen starting to make his move, and you see some of the non-breaststrokers starting to back off a little bit. But Henry Chen looks like he's going to charge to the wall first.
Yeah, let's look at, I think that's lane 7. Is that Eric Wang?
It is.
He's also right there with those guys as well.
And touching the wall first in breaststroke is a big advantage because you're swimming the fastest stroke while everybody else is still swimming the slowest stroke. So that is a big advantage going into that last leg. So right now we see Henry Chen dominating this field. He's got about a body length lead, couple yard lead, and he's going to cruise to the victory here. But the races for second place looks like John Hwaniak from POSA from Palos Orland is going to finish in second. But looking at Eric Wang from Hinsdale Swim Club might get him.
Henry Chen is going to touch that wall first with a 33.42 split, 2:17.85. Touching second is John Hwaniak from POSA with a 2:17.9. As we move it down now to the pool deck and our A final.
Here on our A final from Chicago Wolfpack in lane 1, Charles Tracy. In 2, his teammate Levi Tipton. In 3, West Chicago's Brady Johnson. In 4, Academy Bullets Drew Rosa. In 5, Ultimate Swimming's Jeffrey Howe. In 6, Homewood Flossmoor's Mitchell Nemec. In 7, Academy Bullets Thomas Adamitis. 8, St. Charles Kyle Ulgrim. 9, Hinsdale Henry Guo. 10, Hornet Matthew Vatev.
One of the fun things about our sport is that if you have the fastest qualifying time for finals coming out of the mornings, you have the option to pick your parade song, and Jeffrey Hugh is proving to be as funny as he is fast as he went with the Barney thing.
That was awesome. As we are getting ready to get underway, these young men are in the water. Once again, it's the boys' A final for their 11, 12-year-olds, their 200 IM.
We would look for Jeffrey Hugh to get to the lead early. He is had the fastest fly split in the morning, but right now with a great start was Mitchell Nemec from Homewood Flossmoor. But Jeffrey Hugh, man, just a beautiful butterfly stroke. He's nice and high on the water, really stretching those hands out forward, getting a nice forward throw of the hands, and that helps get a little bit more momentum. He does touch first with 27.12. A little bit faster than this morning. Got some good hand speed here on the backstroke, too. He did have one of the fastest backstroke splits also. That gives him a nice advantage. Get a little bit ahead of the field going into the breaststroke. Breaststroke is not necessarily his best stroke, so we could expect to see some of the other swimmers make a move on him, namely Mitchell Nemec, who had one of the fastest splits, and Kyle Algrim, who also.
Like the work that Brady Johnson is doing, though, that is lane 3 from West Chicago. But again, it's Jeffrey Howe touching with a 31.68 at the halfway point.
Brady Johnson's had some great swims in finals this week. So done a nice job to get himself into the final heat, and then has had some really big swims once he got there. So now we're into the breaststroke leg, and so we want to take a look at lane 6 is Mitchell Nemec. He had one of the fastest breaststroke splits this morning, and he is right next to. He's from Homewood Flossmoor Swim Club. He's got the red cap on in lane 6. But there's a little battle brewing between Andrew Rosso, another really good breaststroke from Academy Bullets, and Brady Johnson from West Chicago Sharks. So this field is definitely tightening up a little bit, especially in the battle for second place. But it is Jeffrey Howe out with a 36.8. Andrew Rosso 36.5 with the fastest breaststroke split of the field. And we'll see how this shakes out. But right now it's Jeffrey Howe in first, Mitchell Nemec in second, and Andrew Rosso in third. But it's a tight race. It still could go a couple different ways. You see Andrew Rosso starting to make a move on Mitchell Nemec. And so watch this race for second place as it's really heating up.
It is Jeffrey Howe, though, from Ultimate with a 29.33 split, 2:04.93. Time touching second is Andrew Rosa in lane 4 with a 2:07.59. And Mitchell Nemec is in third with a 2:07.89.
Andrew Rosa is a really good breaststroker, and he had the fastest breaststroke and freestyle split. So his second half was the fastest of any swimmer in the field. Took him from roughly 4th or 5th place all the way up to 2nd place. Great finish.
As we will take another break now, we've got some awards coming up. We will come back with event number 87, the girls, 13 and 14-year-olds, their 500-yard freestyle. But now down to the pool deck.
Alexandra Mitchell. 7, Wolfpack's Julietta Tracy. 8, Academy Bullets, Nina Mullen. In 9, Wheaton's Marguerite Larson. And in lane 10, Chicago Wolfpack's Madison Samansky.
Free.
We are at event number 87. Sorry we did not have those awards for you. That was my mistake. But it is the girls, the 13 and 14-year-olds, their 500-yard freestyle.
This is the continuation of an event that started this morning. We swim the fastest heat, the top 10 swimmers at night. And so we've already had some swimmers swim this morning. Naomi Ruff from St. Charles Swim Team had the fastest time in the morning with a 5:09.06. Her teammate Julia Pfeiffer, 5:13.67. We don't think that they will factor into winning this event, but they could definitely factor into the medals. The Illinois state record is 4:48.88. That's Bridget Bowman from 1984. 1984. None of these kids were even born back then.
I was barely born back then.
I'm sure their parents were even born back then. And then meet record of 4:49.4 by Melissa Pish. And right now we see Angela Coe.
Yep.
She's absolutely been a workhorse this week. Out in 54.3.
28.28 on that last split for Angela Coe in lane 4.
For her to contend for these records, she's going to need to continue to hold 28s. She can get some 29s, but anything above 29.2 is going to really jeopardize those record swims. And, we talk about Bridget Bowman, 4:48.8 in 1984. The tech suits, the lane ropes, the pools, everything is much, much faster these days than they were then. One would wonder how much faster she would have been had she had just the swimsuits that these kids are wearing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's amazing that the record has lasted this long, over 30 years.
Absolutely. So that's a 29.2. That's a third 50 for Angela Coe. Ideally, you want the third 50 to be right at your pace, maybe even your slowest split. You want everything to be right around there. So we'll see with that huge lead that she has if she's able to maintain the tempo.
At the 150 mark with a 30.19 split is Angela Coe, 153.82 out.
Yeah, she's starting to fall off the space a little bit. Yep. Part of that is probably, her best time is a 5:00, 5 minutes. It'd be quite amazing for her to drop 11 seconds. She's probably just being aggressive right now, trying to get a big lead, kind of break the spirit of everybody else and see if she can't just get after and win this race with a big swim.
Breaking that spirit she is. She's getting to hit the wall at the next split with a 30.18. She's got about almost a 3 body length lead, if it is 3 lengths, Bill.
Yeah, she's 4 seconds ahead of her nearest competitor, and she is opening up this lead, 30.1. The next fastest split was a 30.5 from Alexandria Mitchell, who's at 2:28 right now. Nice battle for third place, too.
Yeah, I mentioned this and asked this yesterday, but when you have such a big lead, what do you think the key is for some of these young athletes just to sort of maintain what they're doing at the moment?
A lot of it's psychological, because when you get a big lead like that, it's very, very easy for you just to kind of relax a little bit. And it's subtle, but it's certainly there. So if you relax a little bit, and all of a sudden your splits start to get away from you, everything starts to get a little bit harder. It's very, very important. You want to keep your tempo up, stay in your groove. Maybe pick a song that you like, hope it's a little bit upbeat. So if that's the case, Angela Cole's got a fast-going song right now.
That she does. But let's check out some of the other work that's going on. Those are lanes 5, 6, and 8. Piperwood Prince in 5, Alexandra Mitchell in 6, and in lane 8, that is Nina Mullen. They're also doing good work as well.
Alexandra Mitchell and Nina Mullen had the fastest splits in that lap right now. We're late into the race. We're down to the last 25% of the race. We got 125 yards to go. I don't think these girls can catch her, especially if they're only picking up by a couple tenths. But I would look at Nina Mullen from Academy Bullets and Alexandria Mitchell to be battling for second place when this is all said and done.
35-7 for Angela Cole in lane 4. She's dropped off the pace a little bit there, Bill.
Alexandria Mitchell 29.9 in that split. Nina Mullen 30.1. So these two are coming after her in a big way. Again, 75 yards left. That's a lot to make up there. Over a second behind, but they've both of these girls, Alexandria and Nina, have both moved into second and third place.
As we hit the bell lap now, it is a 30.38 split for Angela Cole in lane 4. But in lane 6, doing great work is Alexandra Mitchell. But again, Angela Cole on her final turn got about a body length lead, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Angela Cole's going to win this race, and she kind of stole it a little bit. I don't mean that to be a negative to anybody in the field, but look at that finish by her, too. This is, again, look how much energy she had at the end of the race. Came home on a 27.3. That's not the way you want to swim this race necessarily. And the interesting about that, we come home at 27.3. She had a lot more energy in the middle of that race. She got the big lead, settled down a little bit, and then came home with that big finish. So
yeah, 4:53.15 for Miss Angela Cole. Coming in first and touching second is Alexandra Mitchell with a 4:57.02. In third is Nina Mullen with a 4:58.27. As we will again now move down to the pool deck. These are the boys, the 13 and 14-year-olds, their 500-yard freestyle.
Here in our top-seeded heat of event 88, boys 13-14 500 freestyle. In lane 1, it's Patriots Jaden Heinlein. In 2, McGall Wise, Charlie Herrick. 3, Ultimate Swimming's Braxton Bocas. 4, Peoria's Joshua Knoll. 5, NASA Wildcat Rex Maurer. 6, Bloomington Normal Tyson Tucci. 7, Waves Joshua Fujimoto. 8 from Maverick Dylan Rayer. 9 from Fox Aiden Dunn. And 10 from Flying Fish Aaron Martin.
So we're back here. Now we've got the men's 500 freestyle. Meet record set in 1995 by Tim Berry from the Oak Park Swimmers, tops 4:33.58. And Reed Malone, 4:37.09 in 2010 from New Tourist Swim Club, has the meet record. Again, we had some swims this morning. 4:51.97 from Benjamin Rocks, and he was rocking it this morning. Based on seeds that looks like a time that should get on the medal on the podium. Alexandre Pierce from Fox Valley, 4:54.4.
Lane 6, that is Tyson Tucci from Bloomington Normal with a 24.93 on that first 50 split. Right behind him, Rex Maurer, lane 5 from NASA Wildcat with a 25.38.
Yeah, I think we'll likely see Rex Maurer and Tyson Tucci pull ahead of the field here, put a little distance, and I hope we see a really good battle here.
I do as well.
Both are really talented swimmers, and
next 50-yard split, that is Tyson Tucci, sub 28, 27.35. Also sub 28, again, right above him, or right below him, I should say, is Rex Maurer in lane 5 with a 27.58.
When you watch these two guys go into this wall here, Rex Maurer a little bit longer on those walls, and that's going to could be a big factor later on down the race. You see Tyson Tucci a little bit faster tempo. Rex Maurer grabs a little bit more water, so we'll see again how that factors in.
Yep, another split time coming up. Tyson, actually, I correct that. That is Rex Maurer with a 28.35, about a tenth of a second faster than Tyson Tucci with a 28.46.
It's very common in a distance race like this where you'll see the two swimmers trade splits, where one will come up on the other one, get a little bit faster than the next one, and so they'll be working their kind of seesawing back and forth. So, Rex Maurer does not want to let Tyson Tucci go. If Tyson Tucci can build a body length lead, and that's his goal right now. Really big turn from Tyson Tucci there, really aggressive as we come into the final 50 of the first half of the race. But if Rex Maurer's got a shot to win this event, he's got to stay with him.
Yep, another turn there. Again, these young men, it is Rex Maurer and Tyson Tucci going stroke for stroke as they are building their lead on the rest of the field now at this point.
And in third place, we won't forget about right next to these two gentlemen is Josh Knoll from, it's Joshua Fujimoto from Bloomington Normal Y. He's still holding those 28 low splits. There's only 4 guys right now that are splitting under 30, and so we'll see if those guys can come into it. This is a two-man race. Clearly, the other two are going to be racing for third, and Josh Fujimoto looks pretty comfortably in third place. But this race is really tightened up. We're seeing Rex Maurer now move up right alongside, turning at the same time. 0.02 of a second separate their splits. 0.2 of a second split separate their time to the wall. But we're seeing Rex Maurer start to make a move.
Yep. Now, Bill, again, for the folks viewing at home on YouTube, let's talk about those helpers in the water holding those numbers.
Yeah, the guys holding the numbers, guys and girls, holding the numbers. Those are counting for the athletes, telling them how many lengths they've swum. If the swimmer's doing well, you typically see the counter, the person holding lap counters, you see them holding the cards very, very still because those swimmers are on pace. I doubt you're going to see a lot of shaking of those cards, although you will towards the end. If you see if the counter shaking, that means the swimmer's probably not doing what they're doing. They're probably not swimming at the speed their coaches want them to swim. And if you see the counter reach out and slap the kid in the feet, that means race over. No, kidding. But Rex Maurer, the big move here, and this is about where you typically see these moves. When you see the counter get to 13 or 15, that's when you want to start to make your move. You build your speed up, get into that wall really fast, pop that wall, and then get going. And here we see Rex Maurer, 28.1 versus Tyson Tucci, 28.7. Here's two really, really good swimmers, and Rex Maurer is, just really putting the hammer down on him. Tyson Tucci not ready for the move, had to react a little bit. It's so difficult in this to react, just like you would see in track or even in a defender in football against a receiver.
Yep.
It's so hard to react that way. And
bell lap for Rex Maurer. He is building on that lead, picking up his tempo. 27.41 on that last split, Bill.
Yeah, Rex Maurer is actually swimming faster now. He's actually negative splitting this race. I'll be interested to see what his fight. I didn't catch his first 250 split, but we may see a swim here that's actually where the second 250 was faster than the first 250. My guess is we're going to see it's going to be really, really close. Hopefully by the time we get to the awards, we can make that call.
Yeah, it's going to be Rex Maurer winning this race in lane 5. Let's check his time. It is a 4:36.21 for Rex Maurer from NASA Wildcat. Tyson Tucci will be third from Bloomington with a 4:38.47, and it is a new meet record for Rex Maurer.
Record, and Rex Maurer taking over from his brother a couple weeks ago. Had a huge meet at the high school state meet. His brother Luke swimming for Loyola Academy and also swims for NASA Wild. But his brother Luke won a couple events, broke a couple of his dad's school records. So excellent lineage there.
Yep, congratulations to all the gentlemen there. And we are now going to take the break, I believe. We're going to have a few awards ending with those 500-yard freestyles. When we pick it back up, it'll be event number 89, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard breaststroke. But now, down to the pool deck.
Times Eugene Shin. In ninth place from Fox, Ruhi Chatan. In eighth from Bullets, Sadie Murphy. In seventh place from Wolfpack, Renee Tan. In sixth place from Glenbrook, Rachel Kravtsov. In fifth from Swift Aquatics, Isabella Rosenberges. In fourth from Ultimate Swimming, Kalia Hughes. In third from Glenbrook, Sophia Samansky. In second place from Ultimate Swimming, Burlington Bocas. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Age Group Champion in the girls 11, 12, 200 IM from Delta Aquatics. She sets a new meet and state record with a time of 2:04.51. She's Bridget McCann. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 86, boys 11, 12, 200 IM. In 10th place from Wolfpack, Levi Tipton. In 9th place from Hornet, Matthew Vitev. In 8th from Wolfpack, Charles Tracy. In 7th from Hinsdale, Henry Guo. In 6th from Academy Bullets, Tomas Adamitis. In 5th from St. Charles, Kyle Algrim. In 4th, West Chicago's Brady Johnson. In 3rd from Homewood Flossmoor, Mitchell Nemec. In 2nd from Academy Bullets, Drew Rosa. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12 200 individual medley champion from Ultimate Swimming, the Barney fan, Jeffrey Howe. 500 freestyle. In 10th place from Chicago Wolfpack, Madison Szymanski. In 9th place from Woodstock Dolphins, Tessa Jones. In 8th place from Chicago Wolfpack, Julietta Tracy. In 7th from St. Charles, Naomi Ruff. In 6th place from Academy Bullets, Katie O'Connell. In 5th place from Lake Forest, Mary Grace King. In 4th from Chicago Wolfpack, Piper Wood Prince. In 3rd place from Academy Bullets, Nina Mullen. In 2nd place from Chicago Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 13-14 500 freestyle champion from Champaign YMCA, Angela Cole. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for Event 88 Boys 13-14 500 freestyle. In 10th place from Wheaton Swim Club, James Coffey. In 9th place from Ultimate Swimming, Braxton Bocas. In 8th place from Fox Valley Riptide, Alexander Pierce. In 7th from Fox, Aiden Dunn. In 6th from McGaw Y, Charlie Herrick. In 5th place from Barrington, Ben Rocks. In 4th place from Peoria, Joshua Knoll. In 3rd place from Bloomington Normal YMCA, Joshua Fujimoto. In 2nd place from Bloomington Normal Swim Club, Tyson Tucci. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 13-14 500 freestyle champion and new meet record holder with a time of 4:36.21 from NASA Wildcat Aquatics, Rex Mower. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Picking it back up here at the 2019 Illinois Short Course Age Group Championships. It is event number 89, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke. It is the B final. Let me give you those lane assignments. In lane 1 at the bottom of your screen will be Audrey Zimmerman. Madeline Orr will be in lane 2. Bryn Kleik will be in lane 3. Madeline Witt will be in lane 4. Kayla Puchakanant will be in lane 5. Erica Ilkiu is in lane 6. Olivia Moore is in lane 7. Susanna Krasnicki is in lane 8. Elise Newlands is in lane 9. And Marley Andelman will be at the top of your screen in lane 10.
And here we go with the 11-12 girls 50 breaststroke. Jay just gave you the names. And right now we have every single one of these girls. The third one at 33 in the morning, so it's anybody's race. But it does look like Kayla Puchikanaut from Academy Bullets has taken the early lead.
That was some great underwater work by Kayla Puchikanaut. Bringing it home. It is way too close to call at this point under the flags.
Erica Illigut from Coho starting to make a little bit of move, but it is Kayla Puchikanaut from Academy Bullets with the win in the consolation final, 32-5. And while we have a minute here, we just saw Rex Maurer win the 500 free for the 13-14 boys in a state meet record time of 4:36.2. What's interesting is he had the patience in the first half of the race. First half of the race, he was 2 minutes, 17 seconds, .3. Second half of the race, he was only a second and a half slower, 2:18.8. So did a great job of controlling his tempo early on, holding on to controlling his energy, and then busting out a great second half.
And down to the pool deck now for our A final.
Here in our A final of event 89 girls 11-12 50 breaststroke, in lane 1 from McHenry Marlins Avery Clark. In 2, Glenbrook's Isabella Gonzalez. 3, Nassau Wildcats Connie Gillum. 4, Ultimate Swimming's Kalia Hughes. 5, from Wolfpack, Kayla Duran. 6, from Fox, Ruhi Chatan. 7, from Palos Orland, Maya Dobry. 8, from St. Charles, Tessalina Stavropoulos. 9, from Fox, Annika Shandola. And 10, from Lions, Audrey Puckett.
Kayla Duran, the number 1 seed, 29.5 out, broke the state record and the Illinois state meet record this morning. She is 2 seconds ahead of the field. We'll see if she can lower that record tonight.
Again, this is the A final. The girls, 11 and 12-year-olds, their 50-yard breaststroke. This is a sprint race, so no wasted energy for these young women.
Kalia Hughes from Ultimate right with her at the start, but boy, right away, as soon as they both come up, both girls had Kayla Duran and Kalia Hughes both had really, really strong underwater pulls, but Kayla Duran is just now pulling away from the field. See the hip action, gets her hips up nice and high, drives those legs, drive the hand forward. Beautiful technique. 29.28, re-breaks her record, lowers that mark even lower. Kalia Hughes with second place from Ultimate with a 31.10. And rounding out the top 3 is Ruhi Chatan from Fox with a 31.20.
As we go to event 90 now, this is the boys, their turn for the 11 and 12-year-olds, the 50-yard backstroke. I'll give you those lane assignments. In lane 1 at the bottom of your screen will be Sean Ball. In lane 2, Jack Dillon. Xavier Phillips in lane 3. Eric Wang in lane 4. Evan Gittelvich in lane 5. Robert Hargrove in lane 6. Josiah Hoffman in lane 7. Jacob Nito-Jadlow in lane 8. Felix Wang in lane 9, and in lane 10 at the top of your screen is Cameron Sensulo. Once again, this is the B final for the boys 11 and 12-year-olds, their 50-yard breaststroke. Illinois record here is 28.64. It's the Illinois and the meet record, both set by Colton Stogner in 2013 with a 28.64.
Just a second separates the entire field. I anticipate this to be a really tight race.
Off the blocks and in the water they go.
And right off the bat, lane 3, we see Xavier Phillips from Chicago Wolfpack with a really strong underwater pull. He's a real tall swimmer, so you would expect him to have an advantage on the start. But in lane 5, it's Evan Gitlovich, thank you very much, from Glenbrook Swim Club. But it's going to looks like it's going to be a race between Xavier Phillips and Evan Gitlovich from Chicago Wolfpack and Glenbrook, respectively. But
at the wall they go.
And then right in between them is Robert Hargrove, too, also had a strong finish.
But Evan Gitlovich is touching first in lane 5 with a 32.01. Eric Wang is in second with a 32.08. And Robert Hargrove is in third with a 32.2. As we move it down now to the pool deck for our A final.
Eric and Robert had really strong finishes on that race. You know, Xavier with the height had the advantage on the start and the turn, but those two really pulled out and had a nice job closing fast.
Now down to the pool deck.
Here in our A final of boys 11-12-50 breaststroke in lane 1, Wolfpack's Jackson Heinlein Purcell. 2 Bullets Michael O'Connell. 3 Bullets Tomas Adamitis. 4 Glenbrook's Euban Co. 5 Homewood Flossmoor's Mitchell Nemec. 6 Bullets Drew Rosa. 7 Glenbrook's Clark Simpson. 8 from Waves Thanapat Misakasavaki. 9 Glenbrook Henry Chen. And 10 from Fox Raphael Joseph Reinen.
So Mitchell Nemec was the number 1 seed, 29.6. Andrew Rosa second, 30.2. Clearly the two fastest times. These two have been battling it out all weekend long in the 50, the 100 breaststroke, the 200 breaststroke, now the 50. And right off the bat, we see Mitchell Nemec, tall kid, gets out really, really quick with that underwater pull. It's down to the wall in 13 seconds. Andrew Rosa from Academy Bullets right behind him. But Mitchell Nemec with a big lead from Homewood Flossmoor.
That was some great underwater work by Rosa, though, Bill.
Yeah, it was. He had a great underwater play. Went deep, which what need to do.
It's going to be Mitchell Nemec, though, from Homewood Flossmoor, touching the wall first with a 28.73. Andrew Rosa in lane 2. Andrew Rosa coming in second with a 29.42. And Clark Simpson will be third with a 30.73. As we move on now to the next event.
And that last heat, sorry, real quick,
yes.
Mitchell Nemec just missed the state record, 28.64, with his time of 28.73, 9/100ths of a second. It's going to be a cruel sport sometimes.
Event number 91 now, the girls 13 and 14-year-olds, their 100-yard breaststroke. Let me give you those lane assignments. In lane 1, it'll be Mita Fedorovicius. Georgia Collar is in lane 2. Emma Zhang is in lane 3. Madeline Zer is in lane 4. Ashley Seago is in 5. In lane 6 is Megan Mansfield. Naomi Ruff is in 7. Bridget O'Grady in 8. In lane 9 is Cameron Schmidt. And in lane 10 at the top of your screen is Kelsey Wessel. Once again, this is the B final. Girls 13 and 14-year-olds, their 100-yard breaststrokes.
And another tight field. 1 second separates the entire field here, so it really is anybody's race. And right off the bat, we see Ashley Seago from Academy Bullets getting to that wall first, but lane number 9 actually I think might have been a little bit ahead of her. Cameron Schmidt from Maverick Swim Club. As they come off the wall, again, everything's shaken up a little bit, but it looks like Ashley Seago in lane 5 and Naomi Ruff in lane 7 from St. Charles. With Naomi Ruff, looks like she's getting a little bit of a lead there. And
at the first 50, it is a 31.37 by Naomi Ruff. You just called it, Bill, in lane 7.
Ashley Seago right behind her. Ashley Seago had a really, really nice pull out there and pulled up even with her. We'll see how this comes down the stretch. Watch lane 3 also. Emma Zhang from Cats Aquatics coming up too. But, and once again, sorry, I'm just watching these pullouts. It's Naomi Ruff, a little bit of a lead. Ashley Seago's really strong underwater pulls keeping her in this race.
So is Emma Zhang, though, in lane 3 from Cats Aquatic. To the wall they go. Who'll get there first? It's going to be Naomi Ruff in lane 7 with a 107.19. Coming in second is Ashley Seago with a 107.36. And in third, sorry, I missed the name on that, but that is
Katie Handley?
I believe so.
No.
Oh, no, that is
Emma Zhang.
Emma Zhang. Thank you very much. Thank you very much there, Bill. As we move it now to the pool deck for our A final.
Here in our A final of girls, 13-14 100 breaststroke. In lane 1 from Lincoln Way, Stephanie Vogt. In 2 from St. Charles, Rose Genya. 3, NASA Wildcats, Kate Handley. 4, Bullets, Nina Mullen. 5, Bullets, Sarah Joss. 6, from Riptides, Leah Hayes. 7, St. Charles, Angelina Messina. 8, West, Kendall Pickering. 9, Hinsdale, Caroline Kramer. 10, Bullets, Ava Schlegeter.
Again, this is the A final, girls 13 and 14-year-olds, the 100-yard breaststroke. And in this A final, we have a few stars, but one that shines really bright in lane 6. That is Miss Leah Hayes from Fox Valley Park.
Yeah, Leah Hayes is a 102 breaststroker, went 105 this morning. Again, just conserving energy in the morning. But Sarah Joss, 105.08, also a 104 breaststroker. So we'll see how it goes. Right there, Sarah Joss turns first, all along with Kendall Pickering from West.
Wow, that is some amazing underwater work from Sarah Jazz and Leah Hayes in lanes 5 and 6, respectively.
And yeah, exactly. Both those girls maximize their efforts there. But Leah Hayes is starting to surge to the front. And Leah Hayes touches at 30.22. Sarah right behind her at 30.36.
Leah Hayes from Fox Valley Park, again, as I just mentioned, one of the bright stars of this 2019 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships on that final turn now. Wonderful underwater work, but also great underwater work from Sarah Jazz. And in lane 7, that's Angelina Messina.
Yeah, Angelina Messina from St. Charles starting to make a move, but this is Leah Hayes. She's going to finish really strong. She is a champion, and this is, I think, why she's one of the best swimmers in the country, as you can see that, able to come, even battling back and forth and be able to finish that race.
103.76 for Miss Leah Hayes. In second, Angelina Messina with a 104.60.
That is a new state meet record, beating Paulina Kaminsky's record of 104.00 from Academy Bullets in 2011. Noelle Poplowski has the state record at 202.09 from Peoria.
Congratulations, Leah Hayes. We're moving right along now. It is event number 92. It's the boys' turn, the 13 and 14-year-olds. Their 100-yard breaststroke. It's the B final. Let me give you those lane assignments. In lane 1, at the bottom of your screen, we have Nathan Bell. In lane 2 is Michael Garland. Skylar Drolema is in lane 3. In lane 4 is Alexander Lakin. In lane 5 is William Trone. Alexander Smalecki is in lane 6. Lane 7 will be Jaden Gamilla. In lane 8, we have Grant Keppen. Andrew Fix is in lane 9. And in lane 10, at the top of your screen, is Daniel Vizin Esquivel.
Thanks, King.
B final now. Again, as this is the boys, 13 and 14-year-olds, their 100-yard breaststroke.
Like a lot of the races we've seen, again, we have 1 second separating first through 10, so it really is going to be anybody's race. I know I sound like a broken record saying that, but right off the bat, lane 3 is Skylar Drolema from Mundelein Mustangs, right, MMSC?
That is Morrison Seahorse Swim Club from Skylar Drolema in lane 3.
But lane 7 is Jaden Gamilla from Maverick Swim Club. He's had a really great meet this week, and here he comes out, 29-1, fastest first 50, and continues he opens up his lead even a little bit more.
Yeah, but it's still a really tight grouping. Again, like you said, Bill, coming up on another turn here.
William Trone, lane 5, starting to make a little bit of move. But Jaden Gamilla is just a little bit better on the pullouts. Lane 3?
Yeah, lane 3. That was some great underwater work from Skylar Drolema.
Yep. So Jaden Gamilla looks like he's going to win this heat, but it's I'm going to guess it's Skylar Drolema for second.
Jaden Gamilla will touch first with a 102.19, and in second, as Bill just mentioned, it's Skylar Drolema finishing strong with a 102.93. As we'll move it down now to the pool deck for the A final.
Here in our A final, lane 1, Swift Aquatics, Andrew Lubashenko. 2, Wheaton's Brendan Smith. 3, Hinsdale's Rohan Bott. 4, Mundeline's Charles Heyman. 5, Hickory Willow's Bray Sanchez. 6, Champagne Y, Jake Regenwetter. 7, Maverick, Caleb Yao. 8, St. Charles, Kane Kriz. 9, Patriot, Ethan Fua. 10, Patriot, Colin Zhang.
Again, this is the A final, boys 13 and 14-year-olds, the 100-yard breaststroke.
Really, really tight final here. 101, our top 3 swimmers are all in 101. Interesting, though, our top 2 swimmers are both 59-second breaststrokers, so chances are they probably didn't give their full energy to this race this morning, wanting to save a little bit for tonight, knowing that they'll have a lane. But I would anticipate to see Bray Sanchez and Jake Renwetter get out in 28 seconds.
Yep, on their first turn. Again, a really nice grouping. All of these young swimmers with great underwater work. Coming up on that first 50 split.
Looks like Jake Regenwetter with a slight lead and turning in 28-3.
That is Jake Regenwetter in lane 6. Right below him, though, is Bray Sanchez with a 28-8.
And Caleb Yao right there, 28-7. So it's a really tight race. Also looking at lane 8, Kane Kritz from St. Charles having a nice race too and trying to make a run. And right now it's still Jake Regenwetter, but Bray Sanchez from Hickory Willow is starting to make a move, starting to come up on him. And look at St. Charles, that's Kane Kritz and also Caleb Yao. So it's going to be a tight race, but looks like Jake Regenwetter.
For the wall, it is Jake Regenwetter in lane 6 with a 1 minute .45. A tenth of a second behind him. In second is Bray Sanchez with a 1 minute .55.
Well, Jake's best time is a 59.87. It's possible he did at the high school statement. I don't know what his age is. Also possible that he's going to wait till fully rest later in the month for those age group meets we talked about in Florida.
So we are going to have a brief break, and we're going to have some awards, but we're going to come back with the girls. Event number 93, the 11 and 12-year-olds, the 50-yard freestyle. But again, let's throw it now down to the pool deck for some award ceremonies.
In ninth place from St. Charles, Tesselina Stavropoulos. In eighth place from McHenry Marlins, Avery Kleik. In seventh from NASA Wildcat, Connie Gillum. In sixth from Fox, Annika Shandola. In fifth from Glenbrook, Isabella Gonzalez. In fourth, Palos Orland, Maya Dobry. In third from Fox, Ruhi Chetan. And second place is Ultimate Swimming's Kalia Hughes. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 11-12-50 Breaststroke champion and new meet and state record holder with a time of 29.28 seconds from Chicago Wolfpack, Kayla Duran. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 90, boys, 11-12-50 breaststroke. In 10th from Chicago Wolfpack, Jackson Heinlein Purcell. In 9th, Fox, Raphael Joseph Reinen. In 8th from Bloomington Normal Y, Thanapat Misakasavaki. In 7th from Glenbrook, Henry Chen. In 6th from Bullets, Michael O'Connell. In 5th from Bullets, Tomas Adamitis. In 4th from Glenbrook, Euban Coe. In 3rd from Glenbrook, Clark Simpson. In 2nd from Academy Bullets, Drew Rosa. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12-50 breaststroke champion from Homewood Flossmoor Swim Club, Mitchell Nemec. Congratulations, gentlemen. Awards for event 91, girls 13-14, 100 breaststroke. In 10th place from Lincoln Way, Stephanie Vogt. In 9th place from Bullets, Ava Schlegeter. In 8th place from Hinsdale, Caroline Kramer. In 7th place from St. Charles, Rose Janya. And Rosie, he knows this is going to embarrass you, but your dad wants to let you know he's very proud of you. And he wants to know if your room is clean. In 6th place from NASA Wildcat, Kate Henley. In 5th place from Academy Bullets, Nina Mullen. In 4th from West, Kendall Pickering. In 3rd from Academy Bullets, Sarah Joss. In 2nd from St. Charles, Angelina Messina. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 13-14 100 breaststroke champion and new meet record holder with a time of 103.76, also breaking the pool record, from Fox Valley Riptide, Leah Hayes. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 92 boys, 13, 14, 100 breaststroke. In 10th place from Aquatics, Andrew Jenko. In 8th from Hinsdale, Rohan Bott. In 7th from Patriot, Colin Zhang. In 6th also from Patriot, Ethan Fua. In 5th from Maverick, Caleb Yao. In 4th from Mundaline, Charles Heyman. In 3rd from St. Charles, Kane Cruz. In 2nd from Hickory Willow, Bray Sanchez. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 13-14 100 breaststroke champion from Champaign YMCA, Jake Regenwetter. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Picking it back up for you at this 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships. It is event number 93. The girls, 11 to 12-year-olds, their 50-yard freestyle. And this is a sprint race for those who don't know, so it'll be fast action. Coming up in lane 1, we have Camille Zinnis. Bailey Ammerman is in lane 2. Annika Shandola is in lane 3. Brooke Corrigan in lane 4. Kenna Malinowski in lane 5. In lane 6 is Zuzana Krasnicki. In lane 7 is Josephine Pankow. In lane 8 is Lipa Nyaura. In lane 9, we have Natalie Sirzanowski. And in lane 10, at the top of your screen, we have Aubrey Korzeniewski.
And the 50 free, this is basically the equivalent of track's 100-yard dash. It's all about the start and the turn, getting in and out, getting out the blocks strong, and coming off that wall really, really tall. Get the feet to the wall quickly, and then get back down to the other end.
Yeah, as we've mentioned before, there's no race in energy. These are sprint races, so these young ladies and young men will leave it all out in the pool, Bill.
And right there, we see lane 4. We see Brooke Corrigan touching the wall first. Nice tall extension off the wall. But look out for lane 8, Lepa Nura from West Swim Club. And in the middle of the pool, we see lane 5. We see Kana
Malinowski.
Yeah,
from Bloomington Normal. She's going to touch first with a 25.69. In second, Brooke Corrigan with a 25.91.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting about this race, too, is that you will see swimmers look like they're accelerating in the middle of the pool, and really it's the other swimmers starting to die a little bit. And you'd think, wow, it's a 25-second race. How do you do that? As you're in go through your different energy systems, you will see swimmers start to fade a little bit in this race. So it's not only being fast, but maintaining your speed throughout the entire race.
That is a great point, Bill, as we'll now throw it down to the pool deck for our A final.
Final of 11-12 girls 50 freestyle, lane 1, Dunlap Dolphins, Ava Salverson. 2, Academy Bullets, Anna Bouvari. 3 from Swift Aquatics, Isabella Rosenbergers. 4 from Wolfpack, Amelia Mariano. 5 Wolfpack's Jessica Kerpekis. 6 from Cats, Sophia Tijunelas. 7 NASA Wildcats, Megan Marquardt. 8 from Wolfpack, Isabella Chow. 9 from Midway, Elizabeth Euler. And 10 from Bullets, Anya Pytel.
In 2000, Lindsay Kelly won a 23.87 to establish the state record. The state meet record was established more recently by Hannah Boyd in 2010 with a 24.18. Both those records are in jeopardy potentially.
And this is the A final for the girls, 11 and 12-year-olds, 50-yard freestyle. They are in the water.
Jessica Kerpelakis wasted no time getting up and with a great breakout. Hits the turn perfectly. Nice tall streamline off the wall and maintains her lead. So it's Jessica Kerpelakis, but we have Sophia Tinuelas right next to her also. And on the other side, we have Amelia Moreno, but this is going to be
Jessica Kerpekis from CWAC with a 24.22 time. Her teammate, Amelia Mariano, touches second with a 24.72. And coming in third.
Tie for second.
Tie for second, yes, you're right, Bill. Sophia Tijunelas from Cats Aquatic with a 24.72 as well.
Jessica's time in the fifth right there was 4/100ths of a second off the meet record.
Moving right along, it is event number 94. 11 and 12-year-old boys, 50-yard freestyle. This is the B final. In lane 1, we have Zidane Robb. In lane 2, we have Jack Roten. In lane 3, we have Jacob Nito Jodlo. In lane 4, we have Lucas Glesny. In lane 5, we have Rubenis Stakavicius. Xavier Sohovic is in lane 6. Emmanuel Cisneros in 7. Gavin Stiglitz in 8. Samuel Lohman in 9. And Arpan Dar at the top of your screen in lane 10.
Looking at Rubenis Stakavicius.
Stakavicius?
That's the one. Coming off the wall first. Xavier Sohovic right next to him and from Hinsdale Swim Club. But I think this is Rubenis' race.
Coming into the wall, they are. It is Rubenis Stakavicius from Wheaton with a 24.87. Lucas Glesny in second with a 25.32. And in third, Xavier Sohovic from Hinsdale with a 25.45. As we'll move it down to the pool deck for the A final.
Give you the meet and state records. 23.53 is the meet record set by Ethan Morris. Andrew Jovanovic, 22.17 in 2007, set the state record.
Now down to the pool deck for the A final.
Here in our A final of event 94, boys 11-12 50 freestyle. In lane 1 from Champaign Y, Anders Berggren. In lane 2, Wolfpack, Xavier Phillips. 3, Glenbrooks Euban Co. 4 from West, Brody Marset. 5, Wheaton's Jonathan Wang. 6, Fox Valley Riptide, Noah Aguado. 6, Swift Aquatics, Dragos Cosma. 8, Lions Hayden Mars. 9, West Chicago's Brady Johnson. And 10, Homewood Flossmoor's Mitchell Nemec.
Jonathan Wang this morning from Wheaton Swim Club in lane 5, 23.57, just 4/100ths of a second off the state meet record. Half a second doesn't seem like a lot, but a race like that, it's kind of dominating.
Might as well be a lifetime in these swim meets. Again, this is the boys, 11 and 12-year-olds, the 50-yard freestyle.
Noah Aguado's also had a really nice final this week. Has been really strong in the final, so we'll see how competitive he is in this race. And then Brody Marset in the also. But right now, turning first, it's going to be Jonathan Wang and Noah Aguado, as we thought. Starting off, Noah Aguado with a little bit of a lead.
Under the flags and heading to the wall. Who will be first? It will be Noah Aguado From the Tide with a 23.35. Jonathan Wang in second with a 23.41. And Brody Marcette in lane 4. He'll be third with a 24.15.
Both Noah Aguado and Jonathan Wang go under the state meet record, but it belongs to Noah Aguado as he is the state as the champion, and he breaks the state record with a 23.35.
On to event number 95 now. It is the B final for the girls, the 13-14 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Phoebe Paulberg. In lane 2, Emma Zhang. Maya Arroyo is in lane 3. Michelle Kaner in lane 4. Lauren Beagle in lane 5. Sarah Jass in 6. Lane 7 is Julietta Tracy. Lane 8 is Quinn Bike. Lane 9 is Annika Parkey. And in lane 10 at the top of your screen is Kalechi Ojiako.
Lauren Bagel and Sarah Joss both coming in at 24.7. Sarah Joss coming right off the breaststroke event, so we'll see how fresh she is.
Really amazing that these young athletes are able to swim multiple events, but in the water they are. This is the B final, 13 and 14-year-olds, 50-yard free.
And it looks like lane 3, Maya Rayo and Sarah Joss out in the lead, but it's tight. It's anybody's race.
A great turn by all these young ladies.
It looks like Maya Arroyo's out in front, but also Lauren Beagle in lane 5 is.
Who will it be? It will be lane 3, Maya Arroyo from CWAC with a 24.32. Coming in second, Julietta Tracy with a 24.41, and coming in third is Michelle Kaner with a 24.6.
The 1-2 finish in that heat for the Chicago Wolfpack girls.
As we'll move it down now to the pool deck for the A final.
The meet record in this event is a 23.11 held by Mimi Schneider of Academy Bullets, and the Illinois state record 22.97 Natalie Ungaretti from Oak Park.
Now down to the pool deck.
In our A final of girls 13-14 50 freestyle. In lane 1, St. Charles, Julia Pfeiffer. 2 from West, Katarina Schneider. 3 Wolfpacks, Genesis Munoz Aviles. 4 Lions, Emily Clayson. 5 Champaign Y, Sally Ma. 6 Deltas, Molly Lubner. 7 Riptides, Annabelle Olivo. 8 Riptides, Leah Hayes. 9 Hinsdale, Olivia Suliga. And 10 from West, Kendall Pickering.
Sally Ma 23.89 and 23.39. Molly Lubner 23.83. Molly Lubner swam the 200 free at sectional and state high school meets this year, showing her dad, who was her coach, that she should be in the 50. I think she's has a lot to prove here.
Once again, it is the A final. The girls 13 and 14-year-olds 50-yard free as they dive into the water.
Got to keep an eye on Leah Hayes also in lane 8. Always a force to be reckoned with in these events.
That is lane 5, though. However, Sally Ma from the heat.
And Molly Lubner right there with them. Leah Hayes making a little bit of a move, but it's going to be Sally Ma, Molly Lubner, and Emily Clayson in order as they came in this morning.
Sally Ma with a 23.27, Lubner with a 23.63, and Emily Clayson with a 23.84. Next up, it is event number 96. It's the boys' turn, their 13 and 14-year-old age group, the 50-yard freestyle. It is the B final. I'll give you those lane assignments quickly. Benjamin Rocks in lane 1, Rocco Capoletti in lane 2, Riley Austin in lane 3, lane 4 is Philip Spagnolo, lane 5 is Sean Sullivan, Jacob Drozd is in lane 6, Benjamin Louis is in lane 7, lane 8 is Andrew Gilbert, lane 9 is Aaron Martin, and in lane 10 at the top of your screen is Dimitri Zemanidis.
The meet record is a 21.54 held by Matthew Harrington in 2012. And Andrew Jovanovic also has this record. He has the 11-12 and the 13-14 record. Andrew Jovanovic swam for NASA Wild, and his state record time is a 20.99.
In the water at a frantic pace are the 13 and 14-year-old boys.
Dimitri Zemanidis out in lane 10 from Swift, and he is Swift because he has got the lead, and he is going to tear this heat up. He is absolutely just blowing this field away.
under the flags and dropping it into the wall. It's going to be lane 10, Dimitri Zimonidis from Swift Aquatics with a 22.46. Touching second is Riley Austin with a 22.88. And we have a tie for second, actually. Jacob Draws also with a 22.88.
I think it'd be interesting to see that swim of Dimitri in the morning. I wonder if he didn't slip or just miss his turn or something. They had a little bit of an off swim. But for him to go from barely qualifying for the B final to being a top 4 or 5 swimmer in this event, it's pretty unusual. I mean, to see someone drop that much time in a 50 free. My guess is that he probably had something a little bit off with his start or something with his turn or something like that. Something was just a little bit off with his swim this morning. So fortunately, he was able to get a lane at night and show what he could actually do.
And we'll move it down now to the pool deck for the A final.
Here in the A final of boys 13, 14, 50 freestyle. In lane 1, NASA Wildcats, Rex Maurer. In 2, from McGaw Y, Charlie Herrick. In 3, swimming unattached, Brandon Johnson. In 4, from Swift, Nikola Tadic. In 5, from Lions, Jack Wanless. 6, Wolfpack's Darren Rogers. 7, Swift Aquatics, Sifax Rob. 8, from Wheaton, Dylan Bureau. In 9, Peoria, Joshua Knoll. And in 10, from Hornet, Robert Sayer.
Lane 5, we have Jack Wanless, the number 1 qualifier at 22.09, about a half second off the record time. Rex Maurer out in lane 1, doing the 500 earlier tonight. Almost negative split it.
Again, this is the A final for the boys, 13 and 14-year-olds. The 50-yard freestyle, they are in the water and off.
And Darren Rogers is another one in lane 6 to keep an eye out for, but it is, man, you can't even pick this right now.
Nope.
But right
Way
now, it
too
looks
close.
like Jack Wanless did touch the wall first, but he is right on the lane rope, and so Darren Rogers is getting a little bit of a draft off of Jack there. We'll see if he can slingshot past him.
Touching the wall first, it's going to be Jack Wanless in lane 5 from Lions with a 22.07. Touching second is Darren Rogers with a 22.15. And coming in third is Charlie Herrick with a 22.31.
You're going right into the 200 butterflies now.
Yep, this is event number 97, will be the girls, the 11 and 12-year-olds, 200-yard butterfly. I will run down those lane assignments for you in this B final. We have lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, Kylie Troutbetter. Catherine Burrows is in lane 2. Lane 3 is occupied by Madison Hubbock. Lane 4 is occupied by Isabel Bew. Malika Pudakam is in lane 5. Abigail Wheeler in lane 6. Renee Tan in lane 7. Emily Wu in 8. Stella Evans in lane 9. And at the top of your screen in lane 10 is Megan Seago.
So every year the Illinois Swimming Age Group Committee is in charge of this meet and the format and everything else. And so I just picture a meeting where a bunch of guys are sitting in a room going, man, wouldn't it be funny to take the hardest event in the meet and throw it at the very end when everybody's dead tired? That'd be so awesome. Let's do it to the 11, 12. So that's exactly what's happening right here. 200 fly, I think you can make a strong argument, is the most difficult event. We talked about this with the 13, 14 yesterday. You go out too hard, there was nowhere to hide. You got to get those hands out of the water. There's no resting in butterfly. Throw this event at the end of the meet. I think this is an Iron Man, Iron Woman event for anybody, and I think this is a real show of toughness for these kids to get back into the finals in this event.
Test of their mettle is the 200-yard butterfly as we're waiting for that action to start.
Should do a survey. Ask John Cable if they think it's a good idea to put the hardest event at the end of the meet. But we'll leave that up to the fans.
Well, listen, Bill, you get on that committee and you do your best to change it. I'm sure these young athletes will thank you for it. And it looks like we have a little bit of a mix-up here. We've got some officials talking to some of the swimmers.
Well, the officials walked out the deck, but I think it was an awards ceremony. Wait, what? No.
I think we are all set to resume. Again, a bit of a delay here in the action. While we're waiting, let me take a second to thank some of the sponsors here, specifically Speedo, Oceans Apparel, and Athletico. Again, they do a wonderful job of taking care of these young athletes with not only great gear, but if needed, medical services and anything else these young stars may need, Bill.
If you look at the officials on the deck, they're wearing the blue shirts. Those are all provided by Speedo. We do a lot of camps throughout the year with Illinois Swimming. In fact, we have a select camp coming up later in the year where we're going to be in June, where we're going to be taking 48 to 52 of our top swimmers to Toronto, and Speedo will be outfitting that group too. So the Speedo does a lot of things that allows us to give a lot back to the athletes, and Speedo's always there for us, discounted suit prices, all that stuff.
Yeah, great stuff from Speedo, and as I believe we are now ready to resume. Again, this is the B final for the girls 11 and 12-year-olds, the 200-yard butterfly.
And I would remiss not to mention Ocean's Apparel, who does all the design work for our state meets and things like that, our logos, and also for our camps too. So,
yeah, very big thank you to Ocean's Apparel as these young ladies are in the blocks. And they are in the water. Once again, this is the B final, 11 and 12-year-olds, 200-yard butterfly.
And it's interesting too, so breathing patterns are very, very important in swimming, and swimmers, it's really, really important that swimmers have a breathing plan whenever they get in the water. In the 50 free, you don't need a lot of air. In the 100 fly, a lot of swimmers tend to breathe every other stroke. In the 200 fly, you want to breathe a little bit more often because you don't want to go into oxygen debt. You don't want the you want to be, every time you take a breath, you're clearing some of the lactic acid out of your muscles, as Abigail Wheeler from SPY touches first. But if you breathe too much, what happens is you start picking your head up more and more, the hips get lower, and you get it way out of position, and that makes this race more difficult. So see a lot of swimmers will breathe two, skip one, or something along those lines, and we'll see, watch the swimmers and see how they do that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I have noticed that, Bill. That is great stuff for the viewers at home, though, who may wonder, right, why some of the breathing patterns may be different for some of these swimmers.
And swimmers who don't have good breathing patterns, they can tend to struggle later in races. But right now you see Renee Tan touching first with a 106.5. She's breathing 3, skipping 1, really consistent on her breathing. Abigail Wheeler from SPY, that's Springfield Y, now coming back. So we had Abigail on the first 50 taking the lead, then Renee on the second. Now Abigail is taking the lead again on the third 50. And right behind them both from Maverick Swim Club is Malika
Pudakam. Malika Pudakam in lane 5.
Malika Pudakam, okay.
As they approach the 150 mark. It is a close grouping, but I believe it's still Abigail Wheeler with the short lead. It is with a 36.81.
So a little bit short on that wall, reaching for it, but she did get to it. What's really helping Abigail Wheeler here is her dolphin work. She's pushing off deep, snapping off some dolphin kicks, doing a great job. Let's keep an eye, though, on Isabel Boo from lane 4 from St. Charles. She's starting to move into second place. It looks like she's got a really good shot of moving up. Came up a little bit short on that turn. Our swimmer from Maverick Swim Club, that's Malika again, had a little bit better wall, and we'll see if that's the difference. We're seeing now that Abigail Wheeler, her stroke's getting really, really short. She's struggling to get to the wall, but she reaches out there and touches the wall in a 2:20.4 to win the heat. Malika
Pudakam will touch second with a 2:21.05, and Isabel Boo will touch third with a 2:21.96 as we are waiting for the rest of the swimmers to finish up.
And as Abigail Wheeler came into the wall, those last few strokes were really, really hurting. She had to really dig deep, keep the hips moving, keep pushing the hands through. That's the key in butterfly. You just got to keep pushing those hands through the end of the stroke so you can get them around.
As we will now move it down to the pool deck for the A final for the girls, 11 and 12-year-old 200-yard butterfly.
Here in our A final of girls 11-12 200 butterfly. In lane 1 from Bullets, Becky Rentz. In lane 2 from Freeport, Jada Veer. In lane 3 from Glenbrook, Sophia Samansky. In 4 from Lake Forest, Delaney Umbleby. 5, Ultimate Swimming's Burlington Bocas. 6, Delta's Bridget McGann. 7, Wolfpack's Kayla Duran. 8, Freeport's Maya Matthews. 9, Palatine's Eugene Shin. And 10, Wolfpack's Gabriela Veliz.
Once again, this is the A final for the girls, 11 and 12-year-olds, the 200-yard butterfly. Illinois state record 206.14, held by Lindsay Merkin 2014. Meet record set by Julietta Tracy with a 2:11.1.
Yeah, Burlington Boca's out 28-3. She definitely dominated this field tonight. She went 2:09 this morning, so she actually broke the meet record this morning with a 2:09.19. She's from Ultimate. Bridget McGann, who's been racing really, really tough, going out with her right away at the beginning from Delta.
First 50-yard split. It is a 27.38 from Burlington Bocas in lane 5. Bridget McGann right behind her with a 27.82.
That's a full second under the split that Burlington went this morning when she established the meet record of 2:09.1. I would imagine she's going for that state record of 2:06.1 held by Lindsay Merck for the Academy Bullets. But look at Bridget McGann, right with her, stroke for stroke, staying right in her hip pocket. So we'll see if she can hang with her for the whole race.
Burlington Bocas looking to extend her lead as we come up on another 50 split. The halfway point, a 31.45 for Burlington Bocas.
Burlington Bocas is out significantly faster this morning. We'll see if she can hang on to this torrid pace. But so is Bridget McGann. Both girls go out really, really fast. We'll see if they can hang on. I don't anticipate anybody will pass them, but with 75 yards to go, that could be a lifetime at a 200-meter butterfly. But right here, look at Bridget McGann. Great dolphin work right there. Really moving up alongside, staying in her hip pocket. If she can go deep on these next 2 turns and really get the Dolphins going, she's going to have a shot to win this heat.
Right at her shoulders is Bridget McGann from Burlington Bocas on another 50-yard split. It is Bridget McGann with the fastest time at a 33.12.
And both of those splits are 2 seconds slower than the last heat, man. It means these girls are really tightening up. You can see it right now with Burlington Bocas. She went out so hard going for the record, went for it, and now she's paying the price for that. She's going to really just kind of limp home for a second-place finish, and I don't mean to take anything away from her because I give her a lot of credit. She went for the record. She went after it, and, boy, you can just see how much pain she's in right now. She's barely able to get those hands through, but she's still going to get second in state. But this is Bridget McGann, and she's been so tough. 2:05.58. Bridget McGann breaks the state rate record that was set in the morning by Burlington Bocas and breaks the state record that was held by Lindsay Work. So unbelievable swim. Bridget McGann went out aggressively, stayed right with her at the front half. At the 75, went deep on the dolphin kicks, took over the race, and had a great swim.
Yep, congratulations to Bridget McGann breaking another record as we will move it right along now. We are in event number 98.
And really, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but Burlington Bocas, if she went out really hard, and even though she struggled in, she still drops 0.8 of a second off her time. So even though she was aggressive and paid for it at the end in the second half, really hurt, she ended up getting a best result. So kudos to her.
That is a big kudos to her. Again, as we will move it right along. Event number 98, it's the boys' turn now. The 11 and 12-year-olds, their 200-yard butterfly. This is the B final. Let me give you those lane assignments. In lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, Oliver Rupniewski. In lane 2, John Hwanick. In lane 3, we have William Dutmeyer. Sebastian Labuda is in lane 4. Anthony Rulkowski is in lane 5. George Ivascu in lane 6. Lane 7 is occupied by Andrew Denenberg. Simon Rupniewski is in lane 8. Lucas Macy in lane 9. And Ethan Zhu is at the top of your screen in lane 10.
Anthony Rulkowski from Palatine Park District in lane 5 with a 2:21.0 this morning. He had the fastest time, but as we saw, now we get into the afternoon session. Everybody's had some more racing, so we'll see who can hang in there. You got George Ivascu from unattached Chicago Park District next to him. He's had a really strong meet. So yeah, really strong field here.
Indeed, a really strong field coming up on the first 50 split. That is Anthony Rulkowski in lane 5 with a 30.3 time.
For a 2:21.200 butterfly, that's a pretty aggressive swim. You'd like to see, your second, third, and fourth splits to be within 3 or 4 seconds. If he can hold up this pace, you know, he may be in the low, in mid-teens in this by the time it's all done. So we'll see how he can hang on to this pace.
Yeah, Anthony Rokowski with about a half a length body lead at this point. Doing some great work, though, below him. That is lane 4, Sebastian Labuda from Ultimate.
And right above him, too, George Ivascu from Unattached, but he's part of CPD. And 35.5, so that's a big drop, going from a 30 to a 35. That's a really big drop-off. You'd like to see it a little tighter. Gives you a little indication that this could get to be a bit of a struggle for him at the end, but he looks great right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, Anthony Rokowski with about a body length lead heading into that turn. Again, trying to widen it out. Have got a good race for second, though. That is lane 4, Sebastian Labuda, and lane 6, George Ivascu.
Sebastian Labuda had a little struggle. I think he may have swallowed some water on that turn as he came off the wall. He came up, picked his head up before he took his first arm pull. That is legal, but it's not the fastest way to do it, and that typically means that he's really, really hurting for breath or might have swallowed some water. So we'll see if he's able to hang on there, because he looks like he's struggling just a little bit now. So we'll see how that goes. Again, you know, I was a little bit worried about Anthony Rokowski. He's 36.8. You know, personally, I would like to see him probably take that first 50 out a little bit slower and maintain his pace. But he's very, very strong. Now he knows he's got a shot to win this heat. He probably feels the competition behind him. He's really driving the hips, doing a nice job.
Anthony Rokowski bringing it home. Going to touch that wall first with a 2:19.49 time. In lane 6, that's George Ivascu touching second with a 2:21.72. And Sebastian Labuda will touch third with a 2:23.61.
And Anthony wins that with a new best time. He was 2:21 in the morning, and so very, very aggressively going out, and paid off for him.
As we'll move it down now to the pool deck for the A final.
A final in lane 1 from West Chicago, Ryan Force. In 2 from Barrington, Lucas Bucaro. 3 Wolfpack's Charles Tracy. 4 Wolfpack's Levi Tipton. 5 Ultimate Swimming's Jeffrey Howe. 6 Wolfpack's Jackson Heinlein Prusall. In 7, St. Charles, Kyle Algrim. 8, Wheaton, Joshua Bay. 9, Riptides, Benjamin Murphy. And 10, Fox, Kean Lamb.
So this morning, Jeffrey Howe had the fastest seat time, 2:08.37. That was a new meet record of the record was broken of Joshua Knoll of 2:10.63. Andrew Snapes, 1:57.6. Very unusual that a swimmer would have a an Illinois state record time so much faster than the meet record. So see if Jeffrey Howe can put this record a little bit deeper and get closer to the state record.
Jeffrey Howe, definitely one of the stars of this 2018 short course age group championships.
And Jeffrey Howe and Jackson Heinlein Purcell both went out really, really fast this morning at a 27.9, 28.3. But right now, 27.6. Jeffrey Howe going a lot faster. Interesting, Jackson Heinlein Purcell going a little bit different route than he would this morning. He really struggled in the back half. Slowed down that first 50. I think that's going to be really good for him. I think controlling the front half of that race is going to really help him be able to bring it back. Be really anxious to hit splits on the back half, and we'll give those to you.
Yeah, Jeffrey Howe, again, a dominating swim meet in this week for this weekend. He is dominating this A final for the 200-yard fly. Coming up on another split time. It is a 59.78, 32.13 on the 50-yard split.
Yeah, a little bit slow than I thought he'd be, but he was a half a stroke off, decided to stretch into the wall, cost him a little bit of time. I'd like to see him come right back with a 33 again and see if we can't get his time down. Again, same thing. You see that again. He's diving into those walls, and because it's about a half a stroke off, that just happens sometimes, and it's really hard. You know, you don't want to change your stroke as you're coming into the wall, nail a perfect turn. You just want to get as much speed as you can. And in second place, up a little bit higher up, is from St. Charles. That's Kyle Algrim. We're looking again at Jeffrey Howe, 33.2. That's a second faster than this morning. So he's very, very strong. But for second place right now, we're looking at having a really, really good swim. Kyle Algrim.
Yep.
And then coming up in lane 3, also challenging for third place, is Charles Tracy from Chicago Wolfpack. And also lane 4, Levi Tipton from Chicago Wolfpack.
But this race belongs to Jeffrey Howe in lane 5. An outstanding performance. His time will be a 2:05.24.
Yeah, and again, we talked about this morning. He again, went out strong, but maintained. He was 32.32 this morning, 34.33. Drops 3 seconds, 2:05. Really drives down that. Takes 5 seconds off the state meet record, so it's very, very interesting.
Kyle Algrim will touch second with a 2:14.62. I'm sorry, the 2:13.11. Touching third is Levi Tipton with a 2:14.42, but I believe that is a new meet record.
It is.
For Jeffrey Howe. Again, continuing his outstanding performance in this swim meet this weekend.
We started talking about Jackson Heinlein Purcell, who finished 4th in this event. He was 2:14.3 this morning. He went 2:14.6, a little bit off what he went. But what's interesting is the back half of that race was faster than he was this morning. A little bit different way. I applaud him for trying to go out a little bit more conservatively. Probably wasn't the result he wanted at the end of a long meet. That's a little bit of a challenge. I think it's a good learning experience for these kids to try different things, listen to their coaches, and make some changes, even at the biggest meets. Because you know what? These kids are young. They're 11, 12. They have a long career in front of them, and it's better to make these changes and work things through those things now than waiting until, than not doing them and then, inhibiting your ability to get better.
I agree, Bill. That is a great point. We are going to take it down to the pool deck now for a break and some award ceremonies. We will finish up this 2019 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships with some relay action after the awards.
Schneider. In third place from Lions, Emily Clayson. In second from Delta, Molly Lubner. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 13, 14, 50 freestyle champion from Champaign, YMCA, Sally Ma. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 96 boys, 13, 14, 50 freestyle. In 10th place from NASA Wildcat, Rex Maurer. In 9th place from Peoria, Joshua Knoll. In 8th, swimming unattached, Brandon Johnson. In a tie for 6th from Hornet, Robert Sayre. And Wheaton's Dylan Bureau. In 5th place from Swift, Nicola Tadic. In 4th from Swift, Sifax Rob. In 3rd, McGaw Y, Charlie Herrick. In 2nd from Chicago Wolfpack, Darren Rogers. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 13, 14, 50 freestyle champion from Lions Aquatics, Jack Wanless. Congratulations, gentlemen. Awards for event 97 girls, 11, 12, 200 butterfly. In 10th place from Freeport, Maya Matthews. In 9th place from Palatine, Eugene Shin. In 8th place from Bullets, Becky Rentz. In 7th place from Freeport, Jada Veer. In 6th place from Wolfpack, Gabby Valise. In fifth from Glenbrook, Sophia Samansky. In fourth from Lake Forest, Delaney Umbleby. In third from Wolfpack, Kayla Duran. In second place with a time under the previous meet record from Ultimate Swimming, Burlington Bocas. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 11-12 200 butterfly champion and new meet and state record holder with a time of 2:05.58. She's from Delta Aquatics, and her name is Bridget McGann. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 98. Boys 11-12 200 butterfly. In 10th from Wheaton, Joshua Bay. In 9th from Barrington, Lucas Bucaro. In 8th from Fox, Kian Lamb. In 7th from Riptide, Ben Murphy. In 6th from West Chicago, Ryan Force. In 5th from Wolfpack, Charles Tracy. In 4th from Wolfpack, Jackson Highland Prosol. In 3rd, also from Chicago Wolfpack, Levi Tipton. In 2nd from St. Charles, Kyle Algrim. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12 200 butterfly champion in a new meet record time of 2:05.24 from Ultimate Swimming, Jeffrey Howe. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Picking it back up, the final 4 races of this 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships. We are in event number 77. I think they have it a little different on the board. They've got 79 on the board. I believe, though, we're on event number 77, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 400-yard freestyle relay.
Let's see who's in what lanes here.
Yeah, we have got a bit of a mix-up here between events on the board and on our heat sheets.
You know, I wonder why. Well, apparently we're swimming to 13-14s right now. So that is 79. That's who's in the water. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. And
all right.
Leading us off right now is Chicago Wolfpack, and that's Alexandria Mitchell leading off for Wolfpack and getting out to the early lead. But it's pretty close. Academy Bullets is right there with Nina Mullen, and so is Heat with the Champaign team with Elise Maurer.
So let me give you those lane assignments really quickly. In lane 1 is the West Swim Club, their A relay. In lane 2 is the Delta Aquatics A relay. In lane 3, it's the St. Charles A relay. In lane 4, it's the Academy Bullets A relay. In 5, it's the Wolfpack A relay. In 6, it's Champaign County Y A relay. Fox Valley Park is in lane 7. That's their A relay. The Wolfpack B relay is in lane 8. In lane 9 is the Hinsdale Swim Club A relay. And at the top of your screen, the Patriot Aquatic Club, their A relay.
And Chicago Wolfpack gets the early lead with Alexandria Mitchell and Academy Bullets right behind them with those splits from Nina Mullen. It's now Maya Arroyo from the Chicago Wolfpack, and Academy Bullets is Sarah Joss, who actually final tonight in the breast and the 50 free. But it's the Champaign Heat, Angela Coe. We've seen her all week. Very interesting. Angela Coe is one of their top swimmers, and they're probably the top girl in this relay. They put her second, try to get that relay and keep it competitive through the middle of the race. So we'll see how that plays out for them. Chicago Wolfpack still has Madison Szymanski and Julietta Tracy. Academy Bullets has Tegan Oxley and Katie O'Connell coming back, so it should be pretty competitive.
Lane 5, CWAC A. Lane 6, Heat A. They are in the water for the third leg.
A little bit of a slower exchange for Academy Bullets. They drop off a little bit there, but now it's Chicago Wolfpack pulling ahead, and that's Madison Szymanski, and we're not surprised to see her actually increase the lead. Watch out for lane number 10. That's Patriot A, and it's Hannah Winkowski in the water. But she's starting to make a move also.
The Wolfpack A relay, though,
fourth place.
That is a great split time with a 25.27.
One thing you have to be a little bit careful. You're in a relay, you get excited, and you go crazy that first 50 as hard as you can, and then you start to struggle late in the race. So this race is all about swimming, being able to, I talk to my swimmers, all I tell them is swim the second 50. Make sure you're swimming tough on that second 50.
Anchors are ready to go for the Heat.
Meet record and this meet Illinois state record is held by Bloomington Waves, a 329.33. And
excuse me, that was the CWAC A. Anchors coming in first, Heat coming in second. That was a 27.51 split time from CWAC A.
And Julietta Tracy is anchoring this relay now for CWAC, and they've got this race firmly in hand. In second place, it's Heat. In third place, Academy Bullets with Katie O'Connell anchoring. But looking at lanes 8 and 10, that's Chicago Wolfpack B. That's Taylor Oti and Isabella Gatone from Patriot. Remember, only the top 3 get awards, so we'll see how this plays out.
Last turn for CWAC.
Has this well in hand, but their Chicago Wolfpack B relay coming up on Academy Bullets, so this is going to be a little bit of a nail biter coming down to the finish.
CWAC A looking for another record. Will they get it? It's a 3:29.21. It is a new meet and state record for the Wolfpack, continuing their great weekend. The Heat will touch second with a 3:31.11.
Lane 1, and lane 1 is West, finishing third, 3:32.99. We totally missed them with the crowds. Get the relays, a lot more people are bunching up. Did not see them swimming at all in lane 1, and we apologize to the West swimmers. That's Lindsey Drum, Katarina Schneider, Lauren Bigel, and Kendall Pickering.
That was a great relay to start off these relay races. Again, that was event number 79, a little bit of a mix-up in the order here.
Well, I think the reason we're doing this, I think the reason the committee set this up this way, the 11-12 200 butterflies just finished. So by putting the 13-14 relays ahead of them, then the 11-12s get a little bit more rest for those relays.
That of course makes a lot of sense, Bill. As we'll move it to event number 80. It's the boys, 13 and 14-year-olds, there 400 freestyle relay. I'll give you those lane assignments as they enter the water. It's the Maverick Swim Club A relay. In fact, every single relay team, it is their A relay. So Maverick in 1, St. Charles in 2, Hinsdale in 3, Swift Aquatics in 4, the Wolfpack, of course, in lane 5, Nassau Wildcat in 6, Glenbrook in 7, Patriot Aquatic in 8, New Trier in 9, and Fox Valley Park in lane 10 at the top of your screen.
State meet record and Illinois state record is 3:14.69. That's held by the Academy Bullet Swim Club. And as we've seen consistently on some of these relays, is that Chicago Wolfpack is out front, 23:05. Darren Rogers is but a star swimmer for CWAC, so it's not surprising to see him get out in front and build the lead. We'll see how they go. He'll be handing off to Jacob Galasinetsky,
who is in the water now. That was a great first 100 from the Wolfpack. Again, no surprise that they have such a big lead right now, Bill.
Lane 3, Hinsdale Central finished second, and I believe it was lane 6, Wild coming in third at the first part of this relay. So, as we mentioned, and so Hinsdale Swim Club has Luke Thorell in the water. He's in the number 2 position.
150-yard split coming up now. It is sub 24. It's a 23.44 for the Wolfpack A relay, but not the fastest in the pool. That belongs to Hinsdale in lane 3 with a 23.27.
Yeah, great swim by Hinsdale getting out early. So again, you know, it's a relay, so you need all the bodies to be able to come in and be able to have every guy has to contribute in this. So we're also seeing North Nassau Wild. That's Philip Spagnolo handing off, and he's coming. He had a nice split there too to bring them up in a little bit higher into the standings.
Third leg is in now for all the swimmers, but again, it is the Wolfpack just continuing their dominating performance in all these disciplines over the weekend. They got about a body length and a half lead coming up on another split time.
That's Joseph Countryman out in front, and
sub 24 on that split for the Wolfpack, 23.62. But again, that was lane 5. In lane 4 is Swift Aquatics with a 23.02 split.
Yeah, so still we're seeing kind of the same thing. Swift Aquatics is battling for second place. That's Cyphix Rob in the water, and then also it's Nassau Wild with Aiden Music. Rex Maurer will be anchoring for Nassau Wild. He's had a phenomenal meet, and Victor Sandoval is going into the water right now for Wolfpack. And then lane 4, Swift Aquatics, we have Dimitri Zamete. So we've got a lot of the top guys that we've been seeing in the meet this week.
Lane 4, that is Swift Aquatics. They are in the midst of an epic comeback, Bill. It's going to be a close finish. Who's going to get there first?
Here we come, Rex Maurer. Watch Rex. It looks like I think Rex might have had the fastest split there, 22.3, and Swift 22.5. This is going to be a great race, but I believe it's going to come down to Dimitri and Rex on the battle, but never count Seaback out. They've got a great team.
Boy, this has been an exciting relay, Bill. It looks like Swift Aquatics may make an epic comeback here.
I think it's
this
Rex.
is the finish. Who will it be?
It
is lane 6. Nassau Wildcat, their A relay, a 25 flat split time, finishing out with a 3:17.51.
Rex Maurer anchoring with a 47. That's a swim that'll make any high school coach happy. So great swim there, and 3 great legs, you know, and you've got some really great swimmers there that all did a great job. Victor Sandoval for Chicago Wolfpack gets passed up, but he still has a 48-second split. And, you know, there's nothing to be, you know, he swam a great race. You know, just got beat by a couple swimmers that were a little bit faster than him. So kudos to all those guys on an exciting race for the fans and for everybody watching.
Absolutely. Coming up on the final 2 races now, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to do it a little bit in reverse order. It's the 11 and 12-year-old girls, their 400-yard free relay. Let me give you those lane assignments as they enter the water. It will be Nutri Aquatics A relay in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Fox Valley Swim in lane 2, the A relay. Glenbrook is in lane 3, also A relay. The A relay for Nassau Wildcat in lane 4. The Wolfpack, of course, in lane 5, their A relay. The Wolfpack B relay in lane 6. 7 is Academy Bullets, their A relay. And we have a third Wolfpack relay. That is their C squad in lane 8. In lane 9 is St. Charles, their A relay. And in lane 10 at the top of your screen is the Lake Forest Swim Club, their A relay.
Top 3 teams get awards. CWAC has 3 relay teams in the seat. They can go 1, 2, 3 and get the awards, but only the top 2 relays from each team score. And right now we have Jessica Kropaikas. She was out in 25-0. That's a big split right there, leading out that relay. Looks like she's going to get that relay out in a 52.
Transitioning
53-12.
To the second leg now is the Wolfpack in lane 5.
Lane 6 for the Wolfpack B was Kayla Duran leading off, not Raquel like we thought last night. So, but in second place right now is Academy Bullets. That was Anna Bouverie turning it over to Sadie Murphy. And Academy Bullets have moved into second place at 150 mark. So
another split coming up. The Wolfpack gets it first with a 25.32 time.
And that's Brooke Manicky in the water right now.
26.30 in lane 7 from Academy Bullets, their A relay.
And in lane 6, that's Chicago Wolfpack. That's Josephine Pankow. She's starting to move up a little bit on that Bullets Sadie Murphy. Coming into the finish here at the 200 mark. That's obviously that's Wolfpack A, and that swimmer is Renee Tan. Coming in second for Academy Bullets is Haley Black, and look at Here we see Chicago Wolfpack, their third swimmer. That's Isabella Chow. We've seen a lot of her, and she is taking command over the second place right now, and we'll see if the Academy Bullets can hold them off. And then down there in lane 4 is NASA Wildcat. That's Sienna Bone. Saw her brother swimming earlier tonight too, so strong swimming family there.
Absolutely, but again, it's the Chicago Wolfpack. I'm running out of superlatives for this swim club, Bill.
They went 1-2 in the medley relay last night. Looking like they're going to be 1-2 in this relay. They were seeded 1-2, so that's no surprise. We should mention that the state record and state meet record is a 340.10. That's held by Fox Valley Swim Club. That's from 2016.
They've got a shot. Coming in at 28.73 is the Wolfpack A squad.
And this record's going to get absolutely crushed. They're at 240 right now. Their anchor only has to come in and has to swim a minute. And their anchor is Gabriella Belize. She looks a lot better in a minute right now. So Wolfpack 1-2. Anchor sitting in the water is Amelia Mariano in lane 6 for Chicago Wolfpack B. And it's Kayla Puchakanata for Academy Bullets. And in lane 7, in lane 4, keep an eye out for Megan Marquardt with NASA Wilds. She's coming up, and this is all about CWAC, and they're just dominating this race right now. But
she's got to come in.
The race is going to be for third place.
Yep.
It's NASA Wild and Academy Bullets. And the NASA Wild swimmer had a great first 50. See if she can hang on. And,
obliterating another meet and state record.
And you look at that record, 335.40, breaking a record by Fox Swim Team, which has Rachel Steege under. She's a high school state record holder now, so that's a big relay to beat. So
NASA Wildcat will touch second with a 346.13, and the Academy Bullets A squad, they'll touch third with a 346.82.
There's a mistake on the board. You see in lane 6, CWAC B does not have a final time. What probably happened there was one of their relay swimmers was late getting out, and they didn't get the touch corrected. We know that was CWAC B was in second place, Wild was third, and Academy Bullets was fourth.
It is the last relay and race of these 2019 Illinois Age Group Championships. It's the boys, 11 and 12-year-olds, their 400-yard freestyle relay. I will run down those lane assignments for you as quick as possible. Coming from the bottom of your screen, in lane 1, it's the Wolfpack B relay. Fox Valley Swim is in lane 2, their A relay. In fact, the rest of the field, it is their A relay. So let me just give you those team names. It's the Academy Bullets in lane 3. Hinsdale is in lane 4. Of course, another Wolfpack squad is in lane 5. Glenbrook is in lane 6. The Wheaton Swim Club is in lane 7. Fox Valley Park is in lane 8. Swift Aquatics is in lane 9. And at the top of your screen in lane 10 is the Patriot Aquatic Club, their A relay.
State record and state meet record, 332.46, established in 2012 by Fox Valley Swim Team. That is a really, really impressive record for these 11-12 boys to chase after. But Chicago Wolfpack comes in seated with a 341, about 9 seconds back. But, a lot of times these teams are entering their relays with added up times, and now these guys get to throw out their relay starts and the excitement of the end of the state meet. So that's why you often see big time drops at the end of a meet. So here we have in lane 3, we have Academy Bullets A, and that's Andrew Rosa, who's had a really great meet, a lot of great breaststroke swims this weekend. And then also up in lane number
7, that's Wheaton.
That's Wheaton Swim Club in lane 7, and that's Rubinas Stakavicius. Xavier Phillips for Chicago Wolfpack leading off their relay, and lane 6, Clark Simpson from Glenbrook Swim Club.
Academy A is in the water, their second leg now.
And that's Thomas Adamitis, and Academy Bullets get some of their better kids out front there. We'll see how they can hold on. But and then where do we have?
That is lane
7. Yep, Wheaton Swim Club. Joshua Bay, we've seen him in some finals. Glenbrook South just below him, that's Evan Glidovich. And then Chicago Wolfpack, Jackson Highland Persault. So I think we'll see some movement around here. We'll see how the Academy Bullets strategy works out. The front end of that relay got some of their better kids up there. So we know that all weekend long we've been hearing Thomas Adamitis' name all weekend. So going to get out in that open water, and so see how these little guys in the back of the relay fare.
Bringing it home for the third leg for Academy Bullets A in lane 3. They are in, and they've got a comfortable lead at this point. It's all about holding on to that lead right now, Bill.
It's 11-year-old Samuel Ortiz for Academy Bullets. Again, for Samuel, he's got a big lead here, but he's got to be careful. He's got some fast swimmers coming up. Doesn't want to overcook
Now
the
that
first 50.
is lane 5. Of course, it's the Wolfpack. They've
Levi
made a
Tipton.
big comeback. They are in second place now.
Levi Tipton, Glenbrook Swim Club. That's Henry Chen. Again, these are familiar names if you've been paying attention all weekend. So Academy Bullets is out in 26.9. CWAC 26.1. 26.5, 26.0. So here we have Samuel Ortiz doing an awesome job hanging on, but this is the tricky part. It's the second 50. This is the hard part of the race.
Yeah, Academy Bullets A falling off the pace a little bit.
Levi Tipton is just, you know, he smells blood and water, I think, right now, and he's coming after him. So we'll see how this Bullets team hangs on.
Getting ready to drop those anchors, Bill. Academy Bullets A still has a lead, but the Wolfpack are hot on their trail as their anchor now enters. That is some outstanding underwater work from the Wolfpack. They have just about drawn even with the Academy Bullets coming up on the turn.
Simon Myskowski from Academy Bullets, still clinging on to a lead. And you notice that, you know, the second 50s, those top swimmers, they can really bring them in the second half. So here we have Academy Bullets still leading with 55 yards to go. But here comes the Chicago Wolfpack. And it's Jonathan Blackman. And Jonathan Blackman
He's taking over the lead, Bill.
He has. He's right there with him. You know, the Academy Bullets is still there, but man, there's some struggles going on here. So the big key right now for Academy Bullets is to hang on for third. I think that was the plan. And you see these other relays coming up. CWAC is taking over the lead. Glenbrook Swim Club is coming up right with them. Glenbrook Swim Club, that's Euban Coe, and he's hanging in there. But look at lane 4. That's Hinsdale Swim Club. That's Luke Kalukuz and Will Academy Bullets.
An epic finish and comeback. It's the Wolfpack in lane 5 with a 3:40.48 time. Touching second is the Glenbrook Swim Club in lane 6 with a 3:41.07. And in third, it is the Academy Bullets with a 3:41.48.
That's a little bit of strategy there with the Bullets to get out in that open water, try to get those, you know, the key to that race, though, is to get, if you're going to do that, your lead swimmers, your best swimmers have to build a big lead and they have to perform well. So it's paid off for the Bullets, and Chicago Wolfpack finished strong, winning both these relays at the end of the meet, going 1-2 in the girls, and that just shows their dominance. They're scoring over 3,000 points this meet. Academy Bullets is going to end up second somewhere in the low to mid 2,000 points. So, you know, but Chicago Wolfpack has just dominated this meet in every age group across the board. You know, 10 and unders, 11 and 12s, 13, 14s, and so we'll see how the individual scores go for the men and women. But I do believe it's a sweep for the Chicago Wolfpack.
A dominating 4 days from the Wolfpack. Outstanding performances, as Bill just said, across the board. So we are going to take the break now. We'll give you the final award ceremonies for all the races, and then we will wrap things up.
And just to give you a real quick example of how dominant Chicago Wolfpack is, their women scored 2,351 points. In the combined men's and women's team scores combined, that would have won the meet. Their women alone, they could have left their men at home and they still would have won this meet. So
outstanding.
And their men, I believe their men are going to end up just edging out Academy Bullets first. So it'll probably be Academy, Wolfpack and Academy 1-2 across the board, with Wolfpack taking top honors.
So again, we are going to take our last break. Before we wrap things up, we have some award ceremonies for you, and then we will sign off for the final time for the 2019 Illinois Swimming Short Course Age Group Championships.
Awards for event 79, girls 13-14, 400 free relay. In third place, from West Swim Club, Lindsey Drum, Katerina Schneider, Lauren Beagle, and Kendall Pickering. In second place, from Champaign Y, Elise Maurer, Angela Coe, Samantha Cook, and Sally Ma. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 13-14 of 400 free relay champions and new meet and state record holders. From Chicago Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell, Maya Arroyo, Madison Szymanski, and Julietta Tracy. Congratulations, ladies. Jacob Galachinski, Joseph Countryman, and Victor Sandoval. In second place, from Swift Aquatics, Nikola Tadic, Andreas Miklai, Sefax Rob, and Dimitri Zemenidis. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 13-14 free relay champions, from NASA Wildcat Aquatics, Sean Sullivan, Philip Spagnolo, Aiden Music, and Rex Maurer. Congratulations, gentlemen. Sienna Bone and Megan Marquardt. In second place, from Chicago Wolfpack, their B relay, Kayla Duran, Josephine Pankow, Isabella Chow, and Amelia Mariano. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 11-12 400 free relay champions and new meet and state record holder at the time of 3:35.40 from Chicago Wolfpack, Jessica Kerpakis, Brooke Monarchy, Renee Tan, and Gabriela Veliz. Congratulations, ladies. Tadamitis, Sam Ortiz, and Simon Mishkowski. In second place from Glenbrook Swim Club, Clark Simpson, Evan Gitlevich, Henry Chen, and Euban Ko. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12 400 free relay champions from Chicago Wolfpack, Xavier Phillips, Jackson Heinlein Presseau, Levi Tipton, and Jonathan Blackman. Congratulations, gentlemen. High Point Award winners for the 11-12 division. We have a tie for third place between Ultimate Swimming's Burlington Bocas and Chicago Wolfpack's Kayla Duran. In second place, with 147 points from Glenbrook Swim Club, Sophia Szymanski. And your 2019 Illinois Swimming Girls 11-12 High Point winner with 165 points from Delta Aquatics, Bridget McGann. Congratulations, ladies. High Point Awards for Boys 11-12 division. In third place with 146, Academy Bullets Drew Rosa. In second place with 159.5 points, Ultimate Swimming's Jeffrey Howe. And our 2019 Illinois Swimming Boys 11-12 High Point winner with 160.5 points from Fox Valley Riptides, Noah Aguado. Happy birthday. Congratulations, gentlemen.